Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The Broken Realms. I have some good news, all you 3 viewers out there.
Too real. Deep cut.
Oh, low blow, man. Low blow.
I got 30 subscribers at the moment.
It's 2 more than 1. I mean, come on,
Okay, I woke up.
guys.
We have a new player tonight. We've got Barry. Say hi,
Oh shit,
Barry.
who?
Oh,
Me?
Barry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah, you.
And we mean bury like in the fruit, not like as in
Bury
you dig a
metal.
hole and you place the soil back over top.
There's no U, it's on an A, it's me. Barry.
Yeah.
B-E-R-Y.
Yeah. As in the
It is
fruit.
my last name, I'm not extra.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready to play then?
We've also got Franny coming back tonight, and boy howdy, Franny's got some interesting backstory to listen to tonight.
Mm.
And,
Ooh, I'm excited.
in fact, we're gonna skip the recap right now.
Oh, thank God. I can't. Look,
Wow.
I'm still just worried about my audio thing being it because I was the one who's gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
For
Also,
context,
hey, look, I made Pride into Venom Pride.
Okay.
Yeah, I was still worried about the audio for me, so that's why I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight's adventure is going to backtrack a couple hours. You've all said goodbye to Dimble as he joins you in Mechanos before realizing he misses home and just took the first shuttle home. Now you guys have spent your 9 hours plane shifted back from Mechanos back to the plane of water. You all start off at the Isle of Dread, but you're like, well, fuck that. We've got the teleport stone. And then all of a sudden, no second thoughts, just poof, right back underwater. Except you guys forgot one thing. Bruno, sorry. Bruno is not from the plane of water. Before he could utter a single word, you guys appear underwater. You don't even notice it. None of you guys have had enough common sense to look around. You guys are more just so excited to get home, see familiar place, get Pride his body back.
Dynn was kissing the sand.
But Bruno, unbeknownst
Wait,
to
why would I
everybody,
be the one kissing the sand?
I don't know,
Bruno,
just the image
unbeknownst
was
to
funny.
everybody, was slowly dying. He's trying to call out to everyone just to get some attention brought to him. But it's to no avail. He tries to utter out a scream, but only
Gloop, 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 gloop.
Yeah, pretty much.
an ominous
Yeah.
of dun, 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 as the sonic timer runs out. Everything goes dark. The world around Bruno freezes in an all too somewhat familiar sense that he has never experienced. As everyone freezes and the light dims around Bruno, all of a sudden he realizes he still has conscious thought. And that's when he hears a voice calling out to him.
What the?
Well. Who do I have here? I see you're dead.
I am?
How would you like to not be dead?
And Bruno is like scratching his head and saying, I'm dead. What? Yeah, I would like to be alive. Please and thank you.
Well, you see, I've kind of noticed you a bit before, hanging around with my little sea monkeys. They're off on a quest for me right now, and I've kind of struck with them a similar deal. All you need to do is find me the Brazier of Worlds, and I will let you live. You see, you might not be aware that all the planes of existence have been shattered to the wind, scattered and broken apart. A set of broken realms, if you will.
Roll credits.
Now, I've tasked these guys to gather
all the elements for me. But it doesn't do me very good much without the brazier of worlds to bind them together. No. The more numbers I have helping me on my endeavor, I feel as though that's in my favor. So, you work for me now. And
Oh.
You're
Oh.
alive again.
What? And I can breathe underwater?
You can breathe underwater. You can actually understand what everybody's saying now because you're not from the plane of water. All you really heard was so you trying to call out for help more or less fell on deaf ears because you weren't speaking their language.
Right.
Plus also water rushing into Bruno's lungs as well.
Yeah. You have gills
Oh.
now. I mean, I kind of assume everyone else has gills or they're just breathing water like oxygen. I don't know. It's magic.
That's what I was assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
My name's not Gil, it's Dynn.
I am no longer Gil. I am Gil.
But now that you're kind of alive again, you're kind of having a bit of an existential crisis right now. You think you might have met God, but you're not really too sure. I mean, you did just die after all. So while the whole group is kind of just celebrating and running around and rushing off to the temple to get Pride's body back and talking to the mayor, you've kind of just decided to take a moment and take time for Bruno. Really let it set in of, I just died.
Just take some time to find yourself.
So, yeah, more or less that's what's just happened. So while the whole group was running around, and what's that? Do I hear a, yes, I think I do. It's a recap. Who's going to do the recap?
That'll be me. But let me see.
You're hilarious.
Now I gotta figure out how to do it with adding this in, right?
Yeah, just talk about what happened last time.
Okay, I'll just start from when we went to the we went back to the tomb then. All right. After Norfinas had talked to the lady who runs the quarry, he went back to the ruins to see what caused that earthquake. Because of when he opened up the entrance he blocked before that, where that one guy was hiding. He where this one earth cultist was hiding, he found out it was actually the bathroom hallway, and then after seeing that it didn't end anywhere, he locked the guy back up. The three of us, Dynn, Groc, and Pride, headed back to the ruin after feeling the earthquake, and we joined Norfinas in going through the other direction, where after having to roll some constitution checks because of the awful smell coming from Dynn and Groc leading, who had succeeded, and Pride and Norfinas falling behind, who had failed. We had to fight some giant rats, and we found out that the chicken messenger, the girl that Norfinas hired to help gain information about the cults, is by the Earth cult. And then after going into the hallway and fighting, then after we got all the way to the end of the hallway, we found a petrified dwarf with some offerings set up around it, including a fresh bloodied dagger with the Earth Cult symbol on it. It was the Earth Cult symbol on it, right?
No.
No, it was just a dagger.
It was just the dagger they took. It was the dagger that they used. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the dagger used to carve the Earth Cult symbol on the foreheads of the 3 victims in room number 5.
Got it. Yeah, with the dagger that was used to carve a symbol of the Earth onto the 3 people who we found dead at the giant rat nest,
Mhm.
and we went to the room after. We went to the room next.
And he's gone.
Yeah. Dongo.
I will finish the recap. It's
Yep.
only fair.
Yeah, we found a person who was part of the Believers. They told us everything we wanted to know about the Believers, and we let him go back into town. And now we are inside the next room after that, where we are fighting against the Earth Cult, led by a bunch of the, led by 3 cultists and 4 cultists and a wizard. Was it a wizard or a priest?
A priest.
Priest.
A priest. And
He does love fighting against.
in the middle of the fight, the priest actually slowed down time for slowed Dynn, and
Everybody
Groc.
except for Pride. Yeah.
Everybody except for Pride. Does that include the cultists that are that are next to us?
Yep. That's why I
Damn.
have everybody in great big bold.
Damn. Okay. Then yeah, everybody except for the priest and Pride are slowed,
Also,
and that's where we left off after we killed one. After one of us killed the. After Pride killed one of the cultists with Shatter.
Yeah.
Mr. Orange.
And now that's it. Currently, as a Ghost mentioned, Bruno is not with us right now because he is still just trying to deal, man.
Actually, where we are now going to leave
To
off
Aria.
is
Yeah.
back with Bruno, who is kind of just wandering around the village. On our Discord, I believe. Barry, on our Discord, I have a tab under our tab called the town. Is that blank for you? Because I made
No,
that.
it is full of things.
Oh, thank goodness! So you know, there's at least a
Yes,
map. Of what's going on.
I am completely up to date. I can just scroll up and there's a map there. We're good.
Cool. So Bruno is kind of walking around town. At this point, Bruno has kind of made his way to number 21 on the bottom right corner, which is usually the marketplace. It's probably just the most open of places. No one's really there, except that's where you're going to meet him. And so, question. So you've got your familiar. Is your familiar going to be always summoned? Is it just going to be summoned when you want him to?
Constantly summoned.
Gotcha.
But it does not have the ability to speak.
Oh, okay.
It instead makes kind of noises.
Okay.
So
you
have
can
fun
look
doing
at that.
those, since you said you wanted to play the familiar.
I mean,
But
heck,
it
he makes
can
the sound.
communicate with me telepathically. And if you want it to communicate with others telepathically, you can decide that or not. As an imp stat block, technically he should be able to talk. I just decided it can't because it's all tentacle mouths.
Okay, that's fine.
So you're
Okay, real quick,
familiar with
Ghost, if you
Kazoo
do-
then.
If you do ever want to talk to people telepathically through that familiar, can you make it sound like your voice is like one of those really like one of those prophetic voices, like the I don't know, like in the case of like Detective what's your name? Detective De La Rose. What's her first name again?
Romana De La Rose.
Like you could be like, Romana, you must go to these people. Save them. Something like that.
Romana, you must go and save these people.
No, I've
That
got
kind
a
of
voice
thing?
already planned.
It's a little much.
Oh,
It's a little much.
okay.
You know, when
It'll
you
be the
said
DM
it
doing that.
prophetic,
The
I
DM
thought
can
it
feel
was
free.
You
No,
got
it's
yours.
I know.
So
It's
you're
just
gonna
like,
get, oh, Romana, there's someone over there.
it's Eeyore.
That works for me.
Yep,
Eeyore is great.
I'm okay with Eeyore. I mean, heck, if you
The
made Dimble
familiar
Eric Cartman, I'm fine with
It's
this.
an embodiment of the patron that I work for, so that just means the patron also talks like Eeyore, so that's great.
That's awesome.
Your patron has been dying.
Cthulhu I guess.
I'm the
For those uninformed for the cast, I am brought in a great old one warlock. So my patron is the great old one, and that is not spoiler because y'all are gonna know pretty quickly who her patron is upon interacting with her.
Yep.
So, especially
I got-
since one of the abilities it gives me is reading other people's, is projecting my thoughts into other people's heads. I can't read their thoughts back. There's no communication to me, but I can just project my thoughts into their brain.
I've
Oh,
got
no,
something
not
to look
Chulu.
at. All right,
Bird
so
eye, clear eye.
where we last left off, 5 seconds ago, I said Bruno was in a field. What a flashback.
Mhm.
And then, Bruno, you're kind of just taking the time to think. And then all of a sudden, while you're kind of just doing this thing, you're like, this place is fucking weird. I mean, what the heck is that thing? That's not a bird. That's a fish. I've seen fish, and fish don't fly in the sky. Wait, that's not sky.
Do they? Do they?
I mean,
No.
the flying
I'm
fish.
starting to question everything.
Yeah, you're starting to question everything, which is the great explanation of why you're currently not with the group. As you're kind of just, your brain is going a mile a minute, just as much as.
And I'm not very smart.
Yeah, exactly. As much as
Yeah.
Bruno's brain can go a mile a minute. Which, okay, let's go a minute every mile. That's more like it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
accurate.
you see something that's definitely not a fish kind of float around up to you. And all you really hear is.
Warlock.
And Romana,
hmm
you hear, hey, I think I found one of them. This is definitely not someone from the village. When we were asking everybody about the group, they definitely didn't talk about this person. But I have a sense that they've spent a bunch of time with them. I think you should probably talk to her or him.
I will perk up from the bar. Which is where I was hanging out. Doing my job, obviously, and not just hanging out there because drinks taste good.
You've got your eye on a set of Kuotoa that are currently working in the bar. They look shady.
They do. They always look shady. Koatoa, and now I'm not a racist, but
Well, considering this
There we go.
group's experience with the Kuotoa and how they were ambushed and murdered by the
Yeah.
Kuotoa.
Are the Koatoa at the bar the ones that that I'm pretty sure I know of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's not racially profiling. She's
No,
just
of
got her
course
eye
not.
because-
it's just look, just because in my personal experience, every Koatoa I've ever encountered has been up to go good, does not mean they're all up to go good. Hashtag not all Koatoa. However,
Look, it's fine. If you want to kill them, that's
Alright,
fine. It makes things less awkward for me.
Oh God.
Look, the simplest reason why they're Kuotoa is because water goblins don't quite work as well.
Yeah.
well, they've been pretty shady. Now I have voice of the Chain Master, which means that I can communicate with my familiars so long as they're in the same plane of existence as me. I can communicate with them telepathically. I can see through their senses, and I can talk through their voice. So, I'm not going to leave this bar because these guys are super shady. So I'm going to shift my senses over to Leviathan, my familiar, and take a look at this thing Leviathan's telling me about.
Okay, so Bruno, you see this, an imp. Do you know what an imp is?
Yeah.
Do you think Bruno would know what an imp is?
No.
It's an imp in an aquatic sense that it's covered in tentacles and is underwater and shifts into underwater and shape changes to underwater things rather than, like, say, a raven or a rat.
Okay, so it's kind of like octopus.
It's an octopus, but with a face and more tentacles where its mouth should be.
Basically, something you'd find in hentai.
Oh,
I was gonna say a tiny Vilgax from Ben 10, and then you made it weird.
Of course, I made it weird.
Okay,
I'm
look.
coming in with a tentacle monster.
Okay, look.
This
do
is
we
gonna
all at
get
least
way
appreciate
worse.
the wholesomeness of Pride's mind.
I mean, Barry and I work at a pet store, so we see that
So
kind of
that's why his plans doesn't work.
Now, the question is, does Bruno have a concept of tentacle hentai from the plane of air?
No, Bruno is actually not from the plane of air. Bruno is actually from the plane of Earth.
Earth.
Oh, then yes. Bruno absolutely probably has this concept. I'm sure it's been drawn all over goblin things.
The plane of Earth and the plane of air are kind of at war with each other and have been for centuries. And as a soldier, he was, conscripted to go off to the plane of air, but kind of was like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. But then cultists kind of captured him and Dimble, who's not dead, but just went home.
Got it.
And so the group rescued Dimble and Bruno, and they're like, hey, we're doing things to take down a group of cultists. You want to help? Fuck yeah, they captured me. This is kind of revenge.
Got it.
And it's still in my mind, in my tiny little mind.
Yeah, you're probably double reeling to think, man, war sucks. I got captured, and then I died. This has been a shitty week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as a heads up, we're playing with actual D&D rules that a week is called a 10-day, and as
Got
it
it.
explains, it's 10 days.
Mhm.
So
I will probably not remember that.
It won't really come up, don't worry. So Bruno's been having a really shitty week.
Yeah. I need a
That's
drink.
even worse of a week.
Well, Pride's been dead, but having a bunch of fun possessing people, so I don't know. I think that kind of makes up for it, right?
Doesn't Pride hate possessing people?
Kind of.
Yes.
But it
Because
is.
it's because of his fiendish origin.
To backtrack, we are paying attention to Romana and Bruno, and I will open the floor to some role play.
I think I need a drink. And I look around, and I approach the bar.
Look, I'm just about to say, everywhere around you is water, so everywhere around you is already a drink.
Water
That's-
everywhere, not a drink.
Listen, scientifically, there are some fluids that are different from other fluids.
Yeah.
Although I imagine an underwater bar doesn't have drinks so much as they just kind of waft a fluid towards you and absorb it quickly.
In this
Gel
case,
balls,
since
actually.
everyone's underwater, you don't really so much drink out of like cups and mugs and steins and whatnot. These are kind of like bubbles. They're kind of like edible bubbles. Like think of like
Okay.
astronauts drinking their fluid.
Okay.
In that sense.
And see,
That's
I was
going
figuring
to
it was maybe
make
like
it
a
so
krill
much
or something
weirder.
that were like a sludge that we're just consuming.
But it's going to have some sort of natural algae film that keeps the bubble contained.
Okay.
So imagine taking like not styrofoam, a saran wrap, just the big plastic wrap, and then make a water balloon out of plastic wrap, and then you kind of just gotta like poke it with a straw. It's full on astronaut food at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way, as Bruno moves, the little octopus thing follows.
I don't even think you need for him to roll stealth. I think
No, they're not. We're not being stealthy.
I don't even think Bruno would even care to notice. He'd probably think that, yep, that's just another weird thing in this weird place.
Yeah. I'm thinking, do I even want to know what a drink here is? Yes, I think I do.
But as you're
I'm
walking
going-
around town, you kind of notice that despite the fact that you're underwater, a house is still a house. We're not like giant seashells or whatever.
Also, you're walking.
Walking,
That's impressive.
It's
It's
kind of
like-
one of those open things that everyone's kind of walking, swimming kind of thing. No one.
Yeah.
What it was is the whole.
We're
reason
living
why-
under pineapples under the sea. I got it.
Yeah.
more or less. See, the reason why I went with plane of water was because that way anyone can utilize the fly spell at will, but no one's really done it.
Well, the thing is, we have done it, but like it's kind of hard to make things that like require us not to have it too.
Like
Well,
for
that's just it. It's just one of those things that's just so default. It's like it's automatically happening. The fly is just automatically.
Like the time MU said, "Oh yeah, they set up a fence around the quarry." It's like,
Yeah.
"Can we just swim over the fence?"
Or I
Yeah,
made
like-
that one guy do spider climbing, and it's like, oh yeah, why did I make him do that?
Yeah, and like we actually had to deal with a fence in the couple episodes ago, didn't we? Because we had to
Yeah,
because you said there was a fence.
That was the point
Oh.
I was talking about. Like, they
Well,
put a
I
fence
probably
around the
could have.
quarry, but we
I
just
could have
swam
probably
over.
worded it better, but
Yeah.
I didn't. And like now that I had time, it's not so much a fence as much as a net.
Yeah,
Like one of those
yeah, it is
ghillie
what it
nets.
is.
Eh.
But
Still,
anyways,
it was funny to see, like. I like to think that they just put a fence over it, just thinking that would work.
but also, yeah, that is very true. It's about 3 in the morning right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Bruno, it's
Oh.
not even you're thinking you want a drink at this point, and you kind of just walk towards town, and you luck out because basically at this hour, the tavern's about the only thing that actually has lights on.
Right.
And surprisingly, you find that you can actually read the signs, even though they're in Aquan. And, jeez, what's
I'm sure I don't notice that.
Mhm.
I'm sure I just read them and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Of course you can read them. You know how to read.
Yeah.
News is here.
It's
Do
yeah,
I? Yeah, I think.
You're not illiterate.
The tavern is called the Swinging Sword, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, that's definitely gotta be a tavern. No, nothing
It's
else
either a
has it.
tavern or a brothel.
Either way,
Either way.
Bruno, you walk in. As you walk in, you see 2 Kuotoa kind of just doing their thing. The one's working behind the counter, and the other one's just kind of sitting at the bar. They look shady. Not like they're gonna rob the place because they work here and have worked here for a while. They just look shady because they're Kuotoa, underwater goblins, fish people. But you've also
Okay.
seen other fish people, the Tritons and stuff.
Hashtag not all fish people.
Exactly. You also see another, a human, in fact, Iron Thelder, but you don't know his name. And you see another human. She is working behind the counter. She looks like she's in her 40s. She's a sturdy woman. She looks aged, as if she has been running a family and a bar and all kinds of other life crap. You see a servant going around, kind of just pushing a broom. It's 3 in the morning. There's maybe about 2 other people currently in the bar. One of them, as you notice, seems to be some sort of half octopus, half woman. You've also noticed, maybe noticed, haven't noticed, but this weird squid octopus thing with a face kind of floats in above your shoulder and just darts across the room and kind of just does this weird floating thing as octopus do in midair. They don't really, but and it seems as though this woman is kind of paying attention, not so much talking to, but at least has acknowledged it and is kind of looking up at it. And we're going to go back to you, Romana. I kind of just used my psychic intuition to bring him here. Kind of wanted him to think a drink would be nice. Just, whispering thoughts. Told him, no, turn left. No, the other left. No, the other left. Eventually, brought him to you.
This thing gets Bruno so well.
Yeah.
I telepathically communicate my I'm pleased. I'm pleased at how good of a job Leviathan did. Good job, Leviathan. You will get a stack later.
Yay.
Now I do have a question. When Bruno entered the bar, did the person playing piano stop suddenly playing the piano?
Oh, there was no one playing piano. It's 3 in the morning. If anything, they're completely passed out at the piano.
Yeah, the only
That's
person who'd probably be trying to perform at this time would be Pride, and nobody's there to listen. So,
Oh, I guess I gotta backtrack a bit because we didn't do this in the recap, or if it was, I forgot. There was an earthquake, maybe about an hour ago. Very noticeable.
So they were in a bit of a shambles at the moment as well.
Yeah. Depending on, I don't know how long you've been in town for. Just make up a time frame. How long you've been in town for? We'll work from there.
2 days.
Okay. You would I don't think you were in town. Yeah, you probably were in town. For the big earthquake that struck. A giant sinkhole has opened up in the quarry, and that's currently where the group is, but you don't know that. And a bit of the town is in disarray. It looks like part of the buildings are in a bit of recovery mode, but it looks like it was already in recovery mode. And after investigating around town, like, hey, what's going on? New settlement here? They reply, no, there was a terrible storm the other week, and a lot of the buildings got wrecked a bit. And you're like, but it's underwater. Yeah. Currents. And so the town already kind of looks kind of crappy, and now the earthquake just kind of set things back a bit. And
that's unfortunate. I'm glad I don't live here.
No. And then now that there has been an aftershock, some of the people are a bit spooked, but the streets are still empty. It's 3 in the morning. Some of them probably didn't even notice that because they were sound asleep. So at least that's what's explaining what the tavern employees are doing. They're just kind of picking up stuff that fell over.
Oh, okay. Well, I will let them do that, is because it's their job, and I don't live here, so why would I care?
And I think that's good for the recap. Bruno has entered in. Leviathan has told you that he has brought a person of interest over.
Yes, Leviathan did a good job. Leviathan will get plenty of seahorses for snacks later. I figure that's the equivalent to like rats, right?
Probably.
Seahorses? Probably. I will look upon the stranger. The half octopus woman has a very fluid-like movement to her. Her tentacles are always kind of like just sort of floating about. Her arms kind of have a sort of slow, swishy movement to them. She is covered in jewelry. She just kind of has crystals and pearls and stuff kind of floating off her. She's not really wearing much except for a couple of seashells holding up her, badonkers. And she does have hair. It's blue. It's kind of pinned up, and her tentacles are also blue. Her skin's kind of pale. And she is watching you. She said nothing, but she's watching, and you can tell.
This.
I
The bar
will.
is pretty empty, so you kind of notice.
I approach the bar like to order a drink. I do like a hand motion for like something to drink. And then I try to ignore the person that is looking at me. And after a while of not being able to ignore it, I go and face her straight up and say, "Do I know you?"
Oh, you do speak Aquan.
I guess that's what I speak now. What is my life?
You guess that's what you speak now?
It's been a weird week. A weird day and a weird week, and yeah.
As far as you're concerned, you're in hell. You died, and you think you're in hell, and this is some sort of weird devil that's talking to you now.
Where are you from?
It's hard to explain. I'm originally from the plane of Earth. I'm assuming we're not here now, but then I was from the plane of air for a while, and now I'm here, and I'm pretty sure I'm either dreaming, but this must be a nightmare, or maybe I died and this is hell.
Wow, you certainly sank like a stone, didn't you?
Is that supposed to mean anything? I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Just for fun, roll an intelligence roll. Just to see how much
Bruno understands puns.
Bruno's pretty dumb.
Yeah, Bruno's got like. Nope.
That's a good roll. That's a good roll. I have a -2.
Bruno, that's just a good roll.
Yes.
Oh God.
All right,
So Bruno rolled a 9 for anyone that's curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just went right over there, didn't it? Just woof, whiffed right past. Oh, I see. This is what I'm working with. All right.
You still haven't answered my question. Do I know you?
No, you don't know me. We've never met.
Okay.
Do you imbibe?
Roll another intelligence check.
Do I what?
Yeah, even I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Consume?
Oh.
Yeah, do you drink? Imbibe, to imbibe. Imbibe means to drink. Not even just alcohol, just to any liquid.
Okay.
Super quick. I'm going to retcon something. The afterquake hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's only just been that one. You guys are investigating. So that aftershock I was talking about, that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the trigger later. That you'll
Okay.
realize.
I was wondering what was going to actually bring them.
Yeah, I thought about that and I realized no, that's a great anchor to get them to go.
Okay, so I say yes. Why?
I will then order a round of krill on. I can't say the rocks. We wouldn't have ice.
It'll probably be just
No.
literal called up.
No. Krill on the rocks. It's just an actual rock with krill rubbed on it.
Well, I was gonna say we'll get krill in the rocks, and so you literally one of the Kuotoa brings over a rock, like an actual stone with like little tiny shrimpy on them.
Oh God, this is bringing me memories of the movie Shark Tales.
This is basically leftovers of what Dynn has made. It's probably sat under one of his heat lamps for a while.
Oh, actually, never mind. That looks a bit.
Gross.
Let's not make you sick. Your first
Ramona,
time here.
can I have it? If you don't want it, can I have it?
All right, bring it back. She will have them after they've walked away with it. Have them come back with it, and then she will give it to Leviathan.
You see Leviathan's tentacles open up around his face, and he just starts sucking the rock. And you just hear all kinds of like weird slipping.
Oh God, please no.
Oh yes, this is delightful. I am very much enjoying this.
He really is Sour Bill from
Thank you.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh yeah.
A bubble of algae, please. That's probably safe.
That's more like it. The maid the serving wench, so to speak, she returns with a nice chilled bubble. It's a bit more firmer because they would have used their ice dial to basically give you a nice chilled glass, but in the sense it's a chilled bubble. Walks in
We're
over.
very deep in the ocean. Everything's chilled here.
Yeah, you guys are kind of got like around town. There are lamps that kind of not only emit light but also emit some heat.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 10,000 feet below sea level. You're not in utter darkness.
For a novelty, wouldn't it be more of a warm bubble? Would be much more refreshing.
Yeah.
Considering we're really deep down, it's very cold.
Okay, fine. You get room temperature ale.
Thank you. Room temperature ale is perfect.
Some of them are supposed to be room temperature, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Anyways, you get your beer. You get your bubble.
Yeah, my algae bubble.
Bruno, roll me another intelligence. You have
What
no idea
is-
what the heck is going to go on. This is to see if you can figure out how to drink this bubble. What to do with this bubble.
No. Real bad.
So that's a 0.
It's real bad when a 0 isn't a nat 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I say, weren't you going to buy some drinks?
Romana gets her bubble, and much like with a coconut, just stabs a straw inside of it.
She has her nail talon. She uses those.
There you go.
Oh.
Just kind of, then the algae just kind of like loops around her finger, and she pops it into her mouth and pulls it out. Would you like one?
Oh, I guess. Can one get a real drink here?
This
Oh,
is
I
the
guess
long
not.
drink, sweetheart. We're all drinking. You are the
I wish
deep
I wasn't
drink.
here. Okay.
Oh, poor
If
Bruno's
I-
got the worst culture
If
shock.
I am going to wake up, this is a good time. This is a great time.
Are you sleepwalking?
I think I'm not.
Then why would you wake?
I think this is a dream.
A wet dream.
I should.
No.
Oh.
I would be flattered,
Why-
but you're
why
not really
would I-
my type.
Why would I be able to breathe underwater?
I would
I'm
presume you made that work out for you upon deciding to come here. There are magics that do it. She will gesture to the humans in the bar currently.
See, to backtrack a little bit more, the group has intentionally not told anybody about having this job for the voice.
Yeah.
Whenever, like, say for example, they've had to talk to some of the village people, it's like, oh yeah, we had a job, we went had to go do stuff like this. They've not told anyone about that. Bruno, on the other hand, is under no obligation to keep such secret. I mean, don't get
Right.
me wrong, Franny, you are at complete liberty to do what Bruno wants to do, but I'm just simply saying you're not going to get
Right.
this information from the villagers, and Bruno doesn't know it's a secret.
Got it.
Yeah, I was going there. I say, so do you have a little time?
I have all of the time in the world that you need if you want to talk.
So I came here, and then I'm pretty sure I died.
Ah,
And
so
then-
you drowned.
Yeah, I was drowning, and then I was not. I could understand a voice that was talking to me about some job it wanted me to do, like get it, like a bracer of words of some shit like that. I don't know what that is.
Upon hearing
Oh.
voices and things like that, she goes from kind of having this kind of sleepy look on her face to being quite alert and looks right at Leviathan.
I didn't do it.
She is then going to get Bruno to stop talking. You should probably not share these sorts of things with complete strangers, dear. Do you have friends? Is there someone I could call to come get you?
I don't know where they went, but yeah, I was with a group.
Let's go and find them, shall we? And then she's going to send Leviathan out to scout and find whoever she's with, hoping that Leviathan will be able to get that out of her head.
while you've been in town for 2 days, who have you been talking to? Have you been asking about the group at all?
Everyone that I could possibly talk to, I have spoken to. I want to get this case done so I can go home. This is a shithole.
Okay, so you would know that for these 2 days you've been here, the reason why you're hanging out in this bar is because this is the bar restaurant that Dynn works at. You figured if anyone was going to come back to any place, it would be Dynn. I'm going to say you've done this, that you've gone to the barkeep, and they would probably have said, not realizing that it was a secret in any way, that Dynn met up with his friends Groc, Norfinas, and Pride, and they seem to make their way around town. She thinks this is the server, the main server, the 40-year-old one. She's saying she thinks that she overheard them saying they were going to go and check out the market, but Bruno would say that he was just there and it was empty. Or if not the market, at least maybe towards... Where did you guys go? Oh, to the temple. You guys would have gone to the temple. Do something with Pride's body.
Good, because my next step is going to be getting divine intervention anyway, so we're going to go to the temple now.
Cool. It's currently closed, but it's
Temples
not like
don't close. What kind of shitty place is this?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. It's currently closed, but no temple is properly closed when you need salvation. Kind of like with a Motel Inn at 4 in the morning. They're not really closed, but there's like you ring a bell. And you kind of hear some noises, and then an elderly priest comes by and says,
actually, real quick, the elderly priest says, "I'm sorry, religion's on lunch break."
Midnight.
And I will continue to ding the bell until the priest comes up here. I don't stop dinging the bell. I'm gonna wait till the priest is making eye contact with me, because, excuse me, this is a temple.
The elderly priest shows up. He does not look too happy because he is a worshiper of Tempest, a god of war.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. This is a temple.
It's funny because I misread it the first
time. Do you not have other people here?
I misread it and thought it said Tempest, and I thought he was a god of wind. Anyways, so Tempest is a god of war. And he's like, "What do you want? It's 3 in the morning. Tempest be praised."
I'm sorry, but I was under the impression this was a temple.
It is.
Do you not have more than one person here?
Yes, but she's
then
asleep.
Why didn't who is on shift to these hours at this temple come and answer the door?
Because I was in the bathroom.
That's fair.
Well, then I apologize.
Good. What do you want? Tempest be praised.
Okay.
I'm looking for people. I've spoken to you before. The same ones that I was looking for the last time.
Oh, yeah, they came back. The was dead.
I'm not sorry.
See, the tiefling had died, and I'd sent them off on a quest to get the diamonds that these cultists had stolen. I told you this before.
Yes.
And they've returned with the diamonds, and so
good.
I've revived them. I've revived the tiefling. He might be sleeping, but that was a couple hours ago. I mean, that was.
Listen,
at least...
I just need to meet with them to confirm that none of them are dead, and to speak with the mayor's assistant to confirm that he is not dead, and then I can leave.
Oh,
and
they probably went out to the quarry. I told them about the earthquake and all that stuff, so they.
Why?
Because he's the mayor's assistant, and he actually does stuff. The stupid mayor doesn't do anything.
Yes.
Oh well, that's true. I can't argue with that one.
Damn.
Fine. I guess I'm going to go to the quarry then.
And as this is said, there is suddenly an earthquake.
Sorry,
Get
can't
over
stop.
So
Oh,
is the
good.
mayor is the mayor like the mayor from Powerpuff Girls then?
No, I don't even remember what I named the mayor. Mayor Bubbles?
No, mid.
That's the gorilla.
I know.
Jetstream or something starting with J.
I forgot. I haven't had the role
Name
play
him
in
Bubbles.
here.
I was thinking of changing Bubbles' name anyway.
Anyway.
I mean, all I can, all that's in my head right now is Gary Busey screaming at a bell.
Gary Belsey.
I'm not sorry.
I might mute myself until I stop.
I've broken everyone.
You broke Ren, and that's not an easy feat.
All right, so the priest points you in the direction of the quarry, up just a bit behind the temple itself, and a bit over to the left. And just as the earthquake goes, and they're like, "Oh, Tempest be praised." Not like in a celebratory sense, as more like Tempest guide us or protect us. I think that's quite the sign. I mentioned the quarry, and suddenly there's another earthquake. Must be the right way to go.
I doubt you summoned it.
Oh,
But
no,
thank
not
you.
me. Tempest probably did.
Yes, Tempest be praised. Let's just go.
Yeah,
I'm
you
getting
guys,
rid of this.
That's
you
fair.
guys make your way a bit north. After that earthquake, you've seen.
There.
Cool. I'm trying to remember what we did. Oh, what's his name? Barracudas, whatever I named him.
Oh, yeah.
He is leaving.
Aragustus.
Barragustus.
Yeah, that was his name.
Barragustus, one of the people of the town, is fleeing from the quarry hole, like right from the middle of it. He seems in all too much of a panic, and that's about it. He doesn't pay you guys any attention. His first
There's
intention is
just
just
this moment of, pardon me, could you? And he just keeps going. Okay.
You
Yeah.
just see this panicked elderly
Barracuda.
Barracuda man.
Yeah.
yeah. You weren't there to realize. Well, physically you weren't here, and then you weren't role playing with us last week. That he was being held at knife point by the cultists. But all you know is you should see at 3 a.m. this elderly Barracuda man swimming for his life.
Plus, he was also...
I was going to ask him questions, but he just kind of kept on moving, so I'm just going to let that happen.
He also smells of urine, so.
Oh, yeah, he
The
might
other
piss
thing,
himself.
too, is that even if he wasn't held at knife point, he was also trapped down there, so... Because of the immovable rods blocking all the doors.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, here's the thing. You get down to the quarry, and you are greeted by a giant 20-foot reef shark and a giant, not so much a sea monkey as much as a sea gorilla.
Are either of these the people I'm looking for?
Yeah. Bubbles.
Yes, the shark is Dynn.
I'm Brecky.
Bubbles just kind of stops picking his nose and looks up and just kind of sees you, Bruno.
Hey, buddy.
Brecky kind of swims on up, his mouth open. Romana, you probably think that this shark is going to eat you guys, but this giant 20-foot long reef shark looks happy for a shark. Looks happy and just kind of swims up to Bruno, mouth open, tongue hanging out the side of its mouth. As far as you were aware, sharks couldn't do that. But this shark looks like it wants petting. What?
We're just gonna switch to the side. It's gonna be over. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm just gonna be on this side, not there.
Okay, I'm going to speak with Brecky
Ooh.
or with Bubbles. I don't know.
Bubbles is your
I'm not
better
very
bet.
smart, so
Bubbles is your
I'm not
better
very
bet.
smart. So
Neither are they.
Yeah, you're probably got about the same intelligence as them.
No.
yeah.
I had to look this up.
Actually-
Apparently, Brecky has a -5 to his intelligence.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Actually, no.
Oh.
Didn't Bubbles and Bruno talk once already?
No, that was. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bubbles. Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they
but
talked
they
before when they were when we first met them in the cage.
Mhm.
yeah,
Hey,
but
don't you have speak with animals?
Breaky Bubbles, yeah, I talked to Bubbles and I tried to talk to Breaky, but Breaky, the only thing that he said was like the
Hungry.
Feed me. Yeah, he just wanted food, as Brecky did.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm going to talk to Bubbles and I'm going to say, "Hey buddy, what I'm using speak with animals."
Yeah.
So
Hey, wait a minute. But
Where-
that's Hammer Saw's shark pet.
Doesn't matter.
Though. Anyway, yeah, continue.
where are the guys? Where are the rest of the group?
Everybody inside. They said, watch door. But then the blue one came out and said, let this one go.
I think. Wait, did you reference Dynn or me? Because I was the one that let him out.
Okay, the long-eared. What? No, they're I'm gonna say the long-eared one because it's vague enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
The long-eared one came and said, "Let this one go."
Which one go?
The fish that swam away.
Oh.
The one smell of pee-pee.
Oh. Okay, so we have to go in. I say to Ramona.
Who's she?
I don't really know. Now that I think about it. Who are you?
Detective De La Rose.
Why are you looking why are you helping me?
Well, clearly you need it, and I'm soft-hearted. But also,
Okay.
part of my job is finding your friends. So I can report to the mayor that
Wait,
they are
why
not
do you
dead,
why do you want to find my friends?
so I can report to the mayor they are not dead.
So I want to roll insight to see if she's lying or not.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you telling the truth though?
Well, she's got to roll insight and find out.
Okay.
Hmm.
It might have been one of those times where it's like,
I mean, yeah, but also it's like.
Oh, yeah, I'm
mean-
totally telling the truth.
No, yeah, I
100%.
mean, yeah, you're telling the truth, but also like,
Absolutely.
Bruno is probably the most confused right now, and like, so she's probably questioning everything.
Yeah.
He is probably questioning everything.
Oh,
You know, but with the 9 insight, I'm 100% absolutely. This is 100% truthful. You trust me implicitly.
yeah. So okay, so we have to go in. They are inside.
Well, all right then.
as you make your way
Okay.
through, you come across a path. At the path, you see a caved-in section up ahead, which I'm going to quickly draw so you realize which is the caved-in section. Right here is completely caved in. But then you see two statues. Let me just get rid of that guy. You see two statues, which are these two white items on the map. One of them currently has... Would Ramona know what an immovable rod is?
I don't know. Why don't I roll an Arcana check and find out?
Yeah, roll an Arcana check. They have a very distinct appearance.
Okay.
It's a great big rod with a horse on each side. In this case, since you guys are underwater. No, in this case,
Kelpie.
it's still horses. Yeah,
It-
sure, they're Kelpie.
No, I have no idea what the hell an immovable rod is.
You see a
There's sticks
stick.
floating in the air.
There's a stick floating in the air, pressed against one of the statues.
Okay.
This other statue on the northern section actually has been pushed open a bit, and you can see through. And it stinks down that way. I mean, the southern one stinks. Like, oh god, we don't even want to know what it stinks like. But the northern one just smells of death.
Wouldn't it still be smelling like lemons after we did prestidigitation?
I
Yep.
forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot you guys did.
So it
Yeah,
smells of
also-
lemons down there.
Yeah.
It
That's
smells
nice.
like lemon
Berry.
gumdrops and happiness in the northern path.
Also, Barry, in your character sheet, you're actually able to click on the skill
Oh,
or thing.
I don't
you
have
want
the
to
skill
roll.
written. Oh, do I have the skill written down? It doesn't matter. I did it right anyways.
Yeah, if
Um,
you got your stats. You
There,
should
see?
be able
I wrote that.
Okay.
That's your stats. I'm gonna re-roll, and I'm gonna say you had a 17 for Arcana instead of a 9.
Well, then I definitely know what a movable rod is.
There's an immovable rod blocking that door.
Well, all right then. I'm not going to move that rod because it's immovable.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
And
with
the
an
one
Arcana-
that smells like gumdrops and happiness. Hey, Leviathan, can you just end this real quick and go down there and let me see what's in there? Because I don't trust anything that smells like lemons and gumdrops down here.
Because of course, every villain is lemons.
Exactly.
Lemons.
Leviathan kind of bloopers along to up the path. He makes his way to chamber number 5, and you kind of get a psychic message from Leviathan. Hey, it's a lemon party in here.
Oh my god.
I will not share senses to find out what he means by that.
Wow, you really
I
went there,
mean-
Ghost.
I mean, I think I know why it smells of lemons here. There are dead things everywhere, including people.
My sense is so off if that smells like lemons now. Oh, I hate this job.
Oh, wise and masterful detective. It's probably someone's prestidigitation, so it didn't stink in here. These
Oh,
bodies
gosh.
have been rotting for a couple days now. I can only imagine.
Do they look like who I'm looking for?
No, but
Oh, good. We can just leave it alone then.
they look like they have symbols on their forehead.
Oh, forehead's never a good place for those. Is it the cultists that I've been hearing about?
No, the cultists. Give me 1 sec to double check some stats. Because on this map here, I'm gonna ping. These are the cultist symbols, and so I gotta remember which one's air, because you guys, you would know about the air ones, but I gotta look up
Yeah.
the earth ones, and I don't remember which one was which. Okay. The earth one is that triangle. Howling Hatred. The Howling Hatred one is this one. It's a triangle with what looks like a line coming up on the top and then 2 lines intersecting. Here, I'm just gonna freehand it. It's a triangle. It's a magnificent, beautiful triangle.
Nailed it.
Looks like an
So-
arrow.
That one.
Yeah. That's the one you're familiar with. In this case, what you're seeing is another triangle, but with a line in the bottom.
So that
Very-
one.
And you're seeing that carved into the forehead of these 3.
Why?
do it.
Why do they carve it into the forehead? Why?
I think it's just 2. Don't we have Norfinas' contact in one of our handy haversacks?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
we-
Mindy in the sack. Oh, God. Down.
Yes, she's
Phrasing.
dead. Oh my.
Sorry.
Oh god.
Necrophilia, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost, this is your
Yes,
fault.
Queen Slade.
Ghost, this is your fault.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I
well.
pressed something I wasn't supposed to.
Okay,
That's
so
funny.
there are 2 corpses rather than 3, and
A whole bunch of dead rats.
A bunch of rat skeletons because Dynn rolled really good to skin them and take a bunch of their meat. So there's like 5.
Do I know what rats are?
These are gonna be sea rats. I'm pretty sure you would see what a sea
Okay, they're sea rat skeletons, so seahorse skeletons.
Sure. The manual I'm using said that they were supposed to encounter 5 giant rats. So whatever the underwater equivalent of a giant rat would be.
Sea rats.
Yeah.
Probably some kind of bottom feeder fish.
It's a rat, but with a
Giant
mermaid tail.
leeches?
Hold on. I got a picture I could share on the Discord because that's on my phone, not.
Seagulls, they're rats with wings.
Give me a minute. Gallery.
Mine.
I had a bad
Seagulls?
experience with
Oh,
those
yeah.
rats.
Mine.
Come on.
So are we just gonna presume that like everything on the surface has like an aquatic equivalent that
Yeah.
we're encountering down here, and just
Pretty
kind of
much.
leave it at
Pretty
that?
much.
Yeah, like actual
Okay.
animals like rats and horses and stuff. Like there's actually sea cows that are just cows in the sea.
Oh my
We met
gosh.
them in our first episode.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I
Yeah.
think she's lovely.
There you go, sea rats.
Oh,
I
Okay, we
I
got a
like the
better one.
second one.
Have fun saving that picture to your hard drive, Ren, so that you can add it to the
I'm just
God, yes.
recording
So
my
that-
screen, so
Yeah.
yeah, so people can also see them.
yep, they can see them.
The second one's super cute though. I appreciate that one.
Yeah, that's
The
like a
second
little
one's
cute little
adorable.
Halloween costume.
Aw, I
Yeah, the
can't
top
just
one
copy
seems to be
and paste.
taxidermy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
top one is toy taxidermy. The bottom one is someone literally put a sock around their pet rat.
It's like a little
Nice.
mermaid Halloween costume, man. It's super cute.
By the way, you're doing it wrong.
I know I am. I literally just click copy and paste
Yeah.
without putting too much effort into
There.
Regardless,
Adorable.
yeah.
We're not going to share the taxidermy one.
No.
Too
Let
late.
us up to your imagination. Taxidermy one.
No, don't worry. The people at home already saw it, so
Okay.
Okay, so you've gone into the room, and there are at least 5 sea rats that look like they've been skinned and harvested for meat.
Sure.
And then 2 of the corpses in there have definitely looked like they've been fed upon by sea rats. But yeah, it explains why the room is lemon scented because the corpses look old, like probably a couple of weeks or months old, and so the stench could only be unimaginable.
I'm going to just kind of have Leviathan ignore those and just kind of continue down that corridor into
Room 6.
what appears to be another room there.
You see a rock, a black rock, maybe about a foot long, floating in the middle of the room.
Well, that's clearly not important. I'm going to have Leviathan come back. I'm not going to have him touch it. That would be stupid.
Can
We're
you
just
not
going to
make
leave
rolls?
that there.
Rolls when you're seeing through your Leviathan, or can you not see through your Leviathan?
I can see through my Leviathan senses.
Yeah,
Like,
Basically, I can make his senses my senses.
yeah, that's the
And I
benefit of
just
having a
kinda stand
familiar.
there. Or-
Like, could you have like made like the perception rolls and stuff using those if you were using your eyes and stuff?
Yeah, they're technically my eyes. I'm just seeing through the Leviathan to do it.
Okay.
That's the best part about a familiar. And then, say for example, the familiar has gone into another room to check stuff out. A player could roll a perception check with their own stats, and then
Yep.
they see, oh, there's a bandit with a bow and arrow. Oops, the bandit killed by familiar. Okay, oh, it's back alive again.
Super cool thing about Leviathan, though, as an imp stat block, he can become invisible at will and has Devil's Sight. So
Yep.
I can see through magical darkness as well, so long as I'm seeing it through him.
huh?
This is also going to allow me to do some Eldritch Blast cheese later.
And some familiars can even, cast spells. So say, for example, Ramona's got a spell. Rather than having to cast it herself, it'd be like, okay, Leviathan, you do it. Okay.
And he can.
Like Pokemon battling.
Yep. Straight up. All right, so you've seen the floating rock, and you're like, nope, and you're getting Leviathan.
Yeah,
to check it out?
basically, Leviathan's coming back now. Listen, I've seen some shit in my time, and it has gotten me in some weird places, and it actually provided me with Leviathan, which was kind of a perk when I think about it. But I know not to touch weird floating shit in caves now. This is not happening. I learned that one.
So did Norfinas.
The room is about 30 feet by 30 feet, and in the middle of the room is this 1 foot rock just floating there.
Nope.
Are you going to roll an intelligence? Is Leviathan going to roll an intelligence? Bruno would be fantastic at rolling an intelligence.
Is
Bruno, I wanna
Leviathan's
be-
intelligence higher than mine? I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either, but you can let him think.
Bruno can't roll because he can't
Leviathan's
say this.
intelligence is a 0, so no, it is not more intelligent than me.
More than Bruno.
I mean, that's not hard.
Sure, I'll roll an intelligence. Why not? Let's do it. Let me see if I can figure out.
Intelligence or Arcana, whichever you would prefer.
I don't actually have Arcana, so it's a +1 either way. It really doesn't matter.
Okie doke. Oh yeah, you're a warlock, so charisma based.
Yep, I'm a charisma monster. She has a charisma of 18.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
Oh.
rock.
Oh wait, that's Fran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a rock.
Eh.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
That's definitely a rock. I'm still not going to touch it.
Okay.
Sure.
So what? You just walk around it? You got like.
Yeah,
20
we're
minutes?
going to look. Leviathan's tiny size. He's just going to float around it. We're
It's a
going
rock.
to keep a wide berth.
Leviathan floats around it. It's a rock.
Yep. It is entirely designed to throw players off.
Yeah.
It's a rock. That's it. It's a rock.
It's designed to look more important than it actually is.
Mm.
Exactly.
Then we're not going to interact with it to find out.
Yeah.
I'm going to spoil it for you. It's literally just a rock. There
It
is
probably is. I don't care.
actually Leviathan would probably maybe have this with Devil Sight. I'm gonna say with Devil Sight there is.
I don't think Devil Sight gives him like any kind of perks as far as seeing magical things. I think it's literally just if it's magical darkness, I can still see through it.
Okay, well then I'm spoiling it regardless. There was a levitate, not so much a trap. There was a levitation spell placed in the middle of the ground there, and someone put a rock there. And so anything weighing up to 500 pounds would float in midair.
Okay.
You think it might have been a trap at some point, and someone disarmed it by putting a rock there to show where it was.
Not a very good trap underwater.
Nope. No, it's not. So as you completely ignore the rock,
I do.
you make your way down to chamber number 7, and as you may remember from the recap, you see a dwarven statue. Just for fun, this is a fluff roll. Roll me a perception check or intelligence, either one.
Oh, my perception is definitely better. So
This is just a fluff roll, just for storytelling.
You may ignore the rock, but can you smell what he's cooking?
nope, my perception is also a +1. It's insight. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah, insight
There
works
we go.
too if you want.
Oh, okay, I'll roll insight instead. There we go.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
You can tell that this was a dwarf that was probably petrified. It has been shattered. It's been broken. It's probably been broken for a while now. There's an inscription there. I'll say with that perception as well. I'm gonna let both your perceptions stand.
Okay.
You see an inscription written. Let me.
It was in Dwarvish.
Was it in Dwarvish?
Yes, because I was the only one that could read it.
See, I forget.
Nah,
these
I don't
things.
know what it says.
Okay, but I need to. There are other things like there's like that knife and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not written in Dwarvish.
Yeah,
I
it
think your
was.
I think you were the only one that had a good perception.
No, I said, was there, when you mentioned the statue last session,
I mentioned there's a dwarf, but it's not written in Dwarvish. It just says right here, the statue is a petrified and long dead dwarf. On the frame, holding it together, a small, neat inscription reads, Petrified Iron Star? Dwarf. There's a question mark, as if they're not sure.
Mhm.
Found 1459 DR in Red Large Quarry, or West Quarry, in broken condition. It doesn't specify anything about a language. I think what it was is you were the only one that had a good enough perception to actually notice there was an inscription there.
Okay.
As you also notice, other than the petrified dwarf, there is a ring of gravel surrounding the statue at a distance of about 5 feet. Intended to mark what appears to be like a suitably respectful distance from the statue. It appears that people have had a tradition of leaving small valuables here for luck. You kind of assume. You see, you guys didn't take the stuff, right? You
No.
took absolutely nothing? Okay. You see, this is an easy thing to see. It's not like, oh, it was totally invisible. No, you see at least 440 copper pieces, 253 silver pieces, 97 gold pieces, 6 small green agates. They're small. They're probably worth about 5 gold each. 2 polished moonstones. Alas, no jigglypuffs in sight. They are probably they're pretty good. They're ping pong ball size. These moonstones are probably worth 50 gold each. There's also a dagger. This dagger is decorated with star motifs. The grip is night blue leather, but it's also covered in blood.
Okay.
Your immaculate detective skills, actually, you wouldn't know because you did not find the fresh corpse that the blood might belong to.
Yeah.
You've just seen
I
long.
don't know, I
dead
see a
corpses.
dagger covered in blood, and then I know there's a room full of corpses, so I'm just gonna assume those are connected.
Cool.
Unless I find some kind of evidence indicating otherwise, like some other corpses, I'm just gonna. They're probably. And does Leviathan still have that rock I had him sucking on?
Sure.
All right, I might tell him to leave his rock there. I'm not there. I can't like leave any money or anything, but he is.
Okay. As Leviathan,
We're gonna donate your rock.
Leviathan kind of like looks at you, great big squid puppy dog eyes, and he's like, "Yes, okay." As he kind of floats on in, he puts his rock down with the other collectibles, and he kind of looks up, and he notices written on the pommel of the dagger, because he's like, "Ooh, shiny." The word Resur, Reszur, is engraved on the dagger's pommel.
That's odd.
As he says, no, he would have said that psychically. Never mind.
Yeah, we're communicating telepathically.
Yeah. Feel free to ignore anything because you would definitely hear combat coming from room 9. You can interact with anything. You can take the gold. You can take the gems. I'm not telling you.
I'm
don't.
only interested in the dagger. I only give a shit about the other stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll
Does
leave it there.
Cool.
Because if I'm hearing combat, I'm going to go see what that's about. But I'm very interested in that dagger and the engraving on it, so I'll make mental note of what that engraving is.
Cool. Yeah, you hear fighting. Bruno. What the hell are you doing? You was probably hear fighting coming from that room.
Yeah, if I hear fighting, I'm going to rush over there.
Yeah, that's why I had to actually call you out. Bruno loves to fight.
Yeah. And I'm like, I go like, ah!
As you rush into the room, It is just after the slow spell has been set off, and I would like the two of you to roll initiative because we're continuing the fight from last episode.
Woo!
Where's the initiative from last time?
It's on the-
2017,
It's in the turn order.
15, 14, 13, 11, 7, 3, 2.
I don't. Oh, weird. I don't. Oh, wait, there's the turn order. It was minimized, so it looked faded. I couldn't see it for a second.
Yeah.
Hi, Bruno.
Yeah, will we actually notice them coming in?
I think you're slow. I don't know if you would or not.
What?
That's why I was saying in slow motion. Oh, come on, Fran.
Yeah.
Wow, a worse
I have a -1 initiative.
a worse
Oh, that's
initiative
so
than
sad. All right, I guess with berries then.
Yeah, now we just need a 4.
21.
I don't have a token yet.
Yeah.
Oh, she's at the top of the turn order.
I mean, for now, you could just move your little character thing over to the field and just use the little, like, basic look, couldn't you?
I don't have a character thing, and I can't upload a
Oh.
picture to do it because I can't edit the thing yet.
You can
Yeah,
have,
she have to say.
bubbles. You
Yeah,
can
she
use
used bubbles. I
yeah.
was about to say.
We'll work on something. I think you can. Oh yeah, no, you were saying you couldn't upload one. I've never had.
It
to
won't.
upload
It won't let me edit it to upload one. I don't know what that's about.
one.
I have something that I've done in this occasion other times. So we'll just do this.
Refresh the page.
Yeah.
Just hit F5 on the roll20 and it might update it.
Nah. See, I've got a thing that I do where I just make a letter,
I mean,
and now I control the letter.
Here.
Here we go.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now I have a letter R. There's
Yeah,
Romana.
Okay, fine. That works.
And then when we can fix the other thing, we'll fix it.
hmm
Cool beans.
Just-
And did you roll initiative?
Yeah, she got 21.
Okay. It is not considered an icon. I can't just put on it.
Okay.
Just use bubbles for now. I'll give you access to who can use bubbles. That's not the one I want.
Wait, Pride would be able to react. At least he's not slowed.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
1 second.
Hey,
I don't
At least
know.
people who are slowed are not able to use their reactions.
That's bad for me, though.
Okay, all players. I believe you have access.
Yeah, but it's good for
you
me.
already have default access to using bubbles.
That means I can ignore this asshole in front of me. Target the
I
spellcaster.
can edit it now.
Good. Did you refresh the page?
No, it's just suddenly letting me do it for no goddamn reason.
Okay. Why are you there? Okay, so Bruno, you're gonna be here because everyone does not fit on the map very well. So this whole screen is the combat screen,
Yeah.
and so
Oh,
you're
okay.
gonna be here because that's represent the front of the rune. Each of these green squares represents a rock, as you can see on rune 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, just ignore all the pathways and stuff, and just think of it as if the whole thing's just a flat surface with the
Yeah.
green things being the rocks.
Can we also
I
get...
have a token now.
Yay.
Hooray!
Yay.
All right, let's do this shit.
Right. 1 second.
Dongo, we can hear you breathing.
Really? Oh,
All right, give me 1 second, and you are 21.
Got it. I already did it.
Oh, fantastic! No one else ever does that.
Well, technically, my tracker would do it for me, but I didn't have a token then. So if I do it from here on, it'll do it for me.
All right, you're going to be the first person at the next. Actually, I think you would have first go.
Actually, I think it was,
It's your turn now because I'm pretty sure it was the priest.
Yeah.
Right here that just went and gave you guys the slow. So Norfinas, it's your turn. Do I need to remind you guys what slow does? Do you guys remember?
Just as a refresher, yeah.
yeah, please do.
To look it up, slow.
like I know that we lose 2 AC, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, you alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice. Up to 6 creatures. That means, of your choice, all the cultists are fine. It's just you guys.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
In a 40-foot cube within range, each target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be affected by the spell for the duration. The duration is up to 1 minute. It's concentration.
Okay.
Wail on that fucker.
Don't worry, I got this.
An affected target's speed is halved. It takes a -2 to AC and Dex saving throws. It can't use reactions. On its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell does not take effect until the creature's next turn. And
Oh,
the creature
God.
must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. So meaning 1 spell can take 2 turns.
Well, that goes that idea.
If it can't, the spell is wasted.
Okay.
A creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn. On a successful save, the effect ends. So,
Okay.
How much health does Norfinas have again?
19.
Yeah, I remember that he took a lot of hits. I'm gonna have to protect Norf while I'm slowed, damn it.
and it's going to take 2 turns to heal him, probably.
Yeah. Unless we
Okay.
can get out of it with a wisdom saving throw.
Well, the
Whatever
thing
you said
is,
it was.
that only applies to spells, and Dynn's food aren't spells.
So,
We never refilled the food. We never had the rest.
hang on.
I
No.
forgot about that.
So, if I were to hit him with something, that will break his concentration?
Yeah.
He would have to make a save to keep it, but yeah.
Okay. From where I am I able to hit him with my hand crossbow?
Yeah. Oh.
No,
No,
'cause
he's
he's
totally
behind cover.
covered.
Yeah, he's behind. Yeah, I tried that with my longbow, but he was behind. You
Okay,
would
would I be able to swim upwards to its maximum height that I'm able to and shoot him from there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing that then.
Do that.
Well, if I'm swimming straight up,
You
Like,
only have
actually-
15 feet. Yeah, you'll just barely crest. I'm gonna say you're gonna shoot him with disadvantage because he doesn't have complete cover on his body, but he has. So I'm gonna say he has half
do I have
cover.
anything about that?
So make a shot
What,
with disadvantage.
what does your crossbow expert do with that?
I'm actually reading through that now. Ignore the quality of a crossbow. No, that's not it. Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature does not impose disadvantage on your range attack rolls. When you use an attack action, no, I don't have anything like that.
It doesn't specify anything about negating cover.
No.
I think that's sharpshooter.
Yeah, because that's why I asked. Because I've got sharpshooter and I
Yeah.
ignore 1/2 and 3/4. But I
Yeah,
didn't know it.
that sounds about right.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot him.
At disadvantage. Sorry, 8. Not even close.
Shit. And I can't do anything else.
Nope. Oh, you can make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah.
See if you can break the spell.
Please do.
It's now the end of your turn. Nope.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Oh, that 19 on the other side.
I know. It is the dead one's turn. Just delete that. It is now this one's turn. All right. He's gonna go for you, Pride.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Because I'm gonna say that when Romana came in, he wasn't targeting her just yet. He didn't even think of her as even being a hostile target. He was already like mid-swing to strike at you. And so, I'm just trying to remember. Okay, trying to remember which cultist stat I was using, and I was not using this one. Cult. Yes, that one. Okay. And he's going to make a multi-attack. He's going to swing twice with daggers at you. And I don't feel like pulling my dice out. So I'm doing my DM rolls.
Come on. Please, let him miss.
No, I'm sorry. That's a natural 20.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Here's second swing.
What is it?
That's 5. So you're of the 2, you're only going to
You
take
hit
one
once.
hit, but the once is going to be the damage of 2.
Yeah, so you might as well hit twice.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
Oh no.
You take 7 damage.
Oh, thank Christ.
And
Also, Hellish Rebuke.
no reactions.
I'm not slowed.
He's not
Yeah,
slowed.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
the only one that wasn't slowed. Fuck, yeah.
Yep.
DC 14. Oops. Dex. His dex is. Oh, he fails by 1. 13.
Good.
He's gonna take 8. Shoot, I put that. And that one was cultist green. Green. Oh, you killed him.
Yeah.
He strikes you, and then upon instantly striking you, bursts into flames, and you just hear ah, ah! And he just kind of turns into ash, and his ash just kind of wafts away. I'm gonna now say that this particular area is considered half cover because it's just floating ash. It's like really dirty, silty water.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Bruno. Oh no, Groc.
No, I was gonna say. All right, I'm gonna attempt what Norfinas did with my longbow, and it's gonna be at regular because I've got the sharpshooter, which ignores cover.
You're gonna have to totally actually swim up because there's no way, regardless of your sharpshooter, he is like.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like of like swimming up and then firing with the longbow, but I don't. But it wouldn't be a disadvantage because of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be normal.
Ignore the second one.
Yeah.
Maybe there was some-
24 is absolutely gonna hit.
Oh
Roll
my
damage.
gosh.
Even the 19 was gonna hit.
Yeah. 10 damage on him.
10 damage on where is this guy's? Oh, that was the first time he took damage.
Yep.
Yes. Because he's been behind a rock this whole time.
And he was on the other
Alright,
side of the room.
I gotta roll Constitution, and I gotta roll higher than a 5, I think, at this point.
Oh my god.
Because it's half of the damage he took. 20, 19. Can you guys see any of the rolls I'm doing? Because I'm not using my actual dice. I'm using roll
No.
20.
No.
Nice.
The only time we
Cool.
saw it is when you rolled for Barry.
Yeah.
Nice, cool. Because I didn't feel like using my dice today.
Hmm.
I'm just using. Okay, Bruno, you've run into the room. Even, I can't let you go because to say you go before Romana, even with your natural one, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say you're gonna have to go at the next turn. You've just entered in the middle of this combat.
Yeah, it's okay.
It means Ramona's gonna go. What's
Oh, Eldritch Blast is happening.
Oh,
And I'm not gonna be fancy. It's usually gonna be Eldritch Blast.
yeah.
Okay, cool. What do I have to do? Do I have to dodge? Does it just automatically hit?
Isn't that
You
a
have to roll to hit?
It's I do roll to hit because it is a ranged spell attack.
I don't think you have the attack set to the dice roll yet.
No.
I don't. I'm figuring out how to do it now.
If
I'm
you want
probably
to-
just gonna roll it naturally at the moment and then figure it out later.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Um,
D20.
I'm just gonna do it manual at the moment. Because
Who are you
so
hitting,
I
by the way?
roll.
Who are you attacking? Are you attacking the only one that's pretty much alive up here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so I have a feat called Spell Sniper, and it allows me to ignore half and 3/4 cover. It also doubles the range of my attack spells, and because I have the Eldritch Spear, my range for Eldritch Blast is 300 feet, so I can fire at things from 600 feet away.
Jesus.
And ignore half and 3/4 cover.
This guy you can hit, but I'm gonna say this other guy is full cover. You can't even see him.
Okay. Then I will hit the guy that I can see.
Okay.
And I'm not even moving from where I'm standing.
Okay.
She is going to be the sniping queen. And I'm going to try and hit as many things as possible without being anywhere near them.
Go for Red.
Okay.
It's nice to have a good offensive caster.
Yep, that's what I am, an offensive caster.
Now we have a good balance of like magic, attack, and healing at least. Well, somewhat good on healing considering it's like me and Pride minorly, and then Bruno majorly.
I guess I just roll a d20. I don't think I add anything to it.
Is it not plus spellcasting?
Make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Yeah, spellcasting. Use your spellcaster's modifier. So in this case, I guess it would be
charisma. Oh, okay, so it's plus my charisma one. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
D20 plus
4?
Maybe.
Did you say your charisma's 18? So that'd be a +4 then, right?
Yeah, it will be +4. 18.
Nice.
18 hits Red.
Okay, I do 1d10 force damage.
Is that what the 9 was all about?
We just want to go with that.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know how I did that. I don't remember doing that part.
If you want to reroll damage, we'll just say that was an experiment. If you okay, 50-50. It's either going to be better than 9.
I'm going to take the 9 cuz it's a 1d10.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, I mean, I'm 1 point off from max damage. 9 is fine.
Yeah, 10% chance you get the 10.
Right.
We hit Red for 9.
So pew pew. He takes 9 damage.
Cool. He is not happy. From what you can see through his helmet, his armor is battered and bruised. It's armor, so it does get bruised, but there's definite chinks in the armor and bits of crumbling all around him. A bit of blood is coming from a couple of the joints. He's not down and out, but he is definitely worse for wear.
Good luck getting to me to exact revenge and all of that attacks of opportunity you would incur in doing so.
Yeah.
Wait, do we still get attacks of opportunity while slow?
No.
That's a reaction.
Oh yeah, we don't have reactions.
He'd still have to get to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least in the case of we need to move away, there's like I can help out with the opportunity attacks a little bit, considering my sweet smell feature.
Nice.
Because it makes it so that anything within 5 feet of me has disadvantage on an opportunity attack.
Actually, I just realized that I should have made Red roll an attack of opportunity as you swam up, because you left its 5 feet of motion around him. But whatever, I forgot. Too late.
Oh yeah, you were talking to me. Okay, yeah.
I was. That's fine. I forgot. My fault.
Thank gosh.
It's Blue's turn. Blue. Oh right, that's not the book I want. This one. Blue is going to. Wait a minute. Oh, Blue's the one with spiritual weapon. Blue is going to get his spiritual weapon to attack you, Norfinas. Stats. D20. That's not going.
Please lower than a 12. Please lower than a 12.
Nope, I'm sorry. He rolled a 14.
Wouldn't matter anyway.
Yeah, that would have hit either way.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon, I believe, is a D8. Know this? I use it all the fucking time. Spiritual weapon. D8 plus spellcasting. Okay.
Oh shit.
Don't worry, his spellcasting is not that great.
While you're at it too, you said that the slow spell was 40 feet cube.
Yeah. You swam up, so that's why it looks like you're out of the cube range.
Yeah. Could you actually draw the cube?
It's not in the cube. It was cast as a cube.
Oh. So if I'm
what's-
outside of the cube, I'm still affected?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so I think, like, look, 30. So, like, even inside this, 40, 40.
Yeah.
You guys were absolutely within the cube.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
You take max damage of 9.
Shit.
And that was a bonus action. And now his main action, Blue is going to take a step back. He's pressing himself against the wall. The icon is too big. And he is going to throw 2 daggers at you, Dynn, with his multi-attack. No, the ones, they both miss. Wait, what's your AC? Minus the 2?
Well, I have the frying pan, so it's 12.
And that's with minus 2?
Yeah, because I had +2 because of the frying pan. So
They
Origin-
both miss. Both
yay!
both of them go ping chong right off your frying pan and kind of just clatter away onto the ground.
I actually forgot that I turned off the mic for a second, so I didn't accidentally interrupt people. But when you were saying that they're gonna throw 2 daggers at me, I was like, oh god, like Norf said, please don't be a 12. Please don't be more than a 12.
I also want to point out that I'm at 10 health now.
Actually,
God, I'm sorry, dude.
Actually, one of them does hit you. I am super sorry because it was +4. I rolled a 9, so it was 13.
Yeah.
All right, how much
Sorry.
damage?
It's a dagger. It's a fucking dagger.
It's a
He-
D4 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, he hit you
D4
for
plus.
5.
All right, I'm at 6 then, because I had 31 originally.
You're at what?
I had 31 health. Now I'm at 26 health.
Oh
Okay, 'cause
no!
You cut out and all we heard was
He has 26.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't take a lot of damage so far, so that's why I'm trying to protect North, but this is not going well.
No.
That was Blue's turn. That was bonus action, and movement. Pride. Green is dead. You've got a shot on the priest. You've definitely got a shot on Red. Blue, I'm going to say Blue has half cover because he would have swam up a bit to get to Dynn.
Well, I've got some good stuff to use. I'm gonna use my second use of magic missile with my wand on the priest, on their caster.
On the caster. And they all just hit.
Yay.
So it's 9, 3 times 9.
Just a 3.
It's only the one magic missile shot?
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't magic missile shoot 3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't magic missile just default 3 at its lowest?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
fairly
put the
certain-
spell in directly.
I'm fairly certain that like a single casting of magic missile shoots 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I learned this yesterday. Like it's 3d3
Yeah.
or 3d something.
Yeah, you create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each
Yeah.
dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1. So it's 3d4 plus 1.
Oh, so I get to use it. Okay then.
Yeah, I actually learned this
Great.
yesterday when I was playing in Fran's thing.
Nice. Priest
So that's-
takes total of 7. All right. Let's write off 7.
So it's half of 7, right? So that means it's going to be another like 3 or 4 or something that they have
Yeah,
to roll.
he's gonna roll higher than a 3 or a 4 to keep his concentration on the slow.
Yeah,
Isn't it
roll
rounded up?
higher than a 3.
Isn't it usually rounded up when it's like that?
Rounded
like
down.
Rounded down? Okay.
It's
Damn.
usually rounded down for saves, but rounded up for damage, depending on how merciful a DM wants to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget if it's up or down for whenever it comes to half of odd numbers.
Yeah.
All right. D.
Please fail for the love of God.
Natural
12.
1, please.
I rolled a 12. 12 plus whatever his constitution is. I don't even have to look it up.
Aw.
Whatever.
So that was probably a bonus action just to cast that wand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or an action, I suppose.
It would have been an action. It would
Do
have
you
been
have a
to
bonus
use it.
action?
Yes, I do.
Heal word
Vicious
for it?
mockery.
Oh, that works.
Honestly, you can't even affect a simple bard with your pathetic magic.
Just everyone else in the room.
Wisdom.
Yeah, a lot of your vicious mockeries just make everybody else in the party want to punch you.
He failed.
Yay!
He takes 2 and has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Roll
Good.
again. Let's hope for a natural 1 on concentration. Damn it.
That's the only
Fine,
way.
because he's not a physical attacker.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Oh.
All right.
Well,
It
actually,
is-
it's 2. It's 2 psychic damage. Wouldn't it affect his concentration? Because it's affecting his mind.
Sure, I have to rate to roll higher than a natural 1.
I mean, who knows? It could happen.
Exactly.
I rolled a 4.
God damn it.
where was that 4 when I needed it?
It is Red's turn. And he's got 2 nice juicy targets to attack.
Oh God.
Yep.
Let's see. I think Red is going to do something super evil
Of course he is.
and go for you, Dynn.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Seeing as to how you deflected the daggers from the other one. He's like, oh, this one's got enough strength even to dodge with slowness on.
I didn't dodge. I blocked with a frying pan.
No.
Exactly.
Tomato, tomato.
All right.
He is
Hey, whatever. As long as it's not hitting Norfinas, I'm fine.
make a neat-
I have
Cool.
some health to spare.
He is going to reach out and try and touch you.
Oh no.
Oh
with-
no.
Oh God.
What?
Inflict
Uh,
In the
wounds.
no.
wise words
tries-
of the fat gnome, goodbye.
He tried to reach out and touch you, but you're kind of mid swim. I don't know how the hell he misses or touch when you're right fucking there. He only rolled a 10.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm fine with that.
I don't know.
What was he
how-
gonna touch me with?
Inflict words.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! I don't want to be Dimble food. I don't want to be Dimble victim.
I don't understand how you could possibly miss that. I
I'm
mean,
surprised they didn't use it on me.
I can tell you why it's possible for them to miss them. They're not Dimble.
Yeah.
Also,
Whatever, I'm
Dimble.
fine.
load. Okay. That was an action.
Oh, thank God! I was just like, I don't want to get hit by inflict wounds.
You know, now that
What
I
does?
think about it, if you have someone grappled and you use a touch spell, shouldn't it
Automatically.
be like an automatic fail or
Yeah, that's
succeed?
what
I
I-
mean,
I would think so.
Regardless.
God, that is terrifying.
And he is going to. Red's going to take this opportunity to realize both you guys are slowed, and he is going to run away over here.
Opportunity attack.
Nope.
No.
No, we don't have
Really?
have
reactions.
reaction.
We don't
Oh
have
shit,
reaction.
we don't. Right.
Oh well. That means Norfinas isn't getting wailed on.
He's gonna run
Yeah,
over
that's
here.
fine. Well, at least it's up. It's gonna be my turn next.
Yep, it's your turn. You can continue swimming straight up if you want to do a range attack. You've got half movement to get around. At the end of your turn, you can do that wisdom save to try and break through.
1, 2, 3. Could
Yeah,
I
you
be right here?
Yeah, I'll say that with your 15 feet of movement, you can have scooted all the way around.
Yeah.
Just hugging the wall, just being within reach.
I'm going after Red then because he's the weaker one right now. It feels like.
Sure.
And then Frying Pan.
Do it.
You think you can dimple me, bitch?
Come on.
20.
Nice.
Nice. Roll that damage. He's
11.
dead.
I'll dimple you.
He's dead.
I dimpled him.
Yeah, Barry, for context, when Messi was still playing, he was playing as a cleric, and he made several things explode with with inflict wounds.
Oh,
Well,
I
if
don't need
that's-
context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inflict wounds is a terrifying spell.
Yeah.
Well, now that that's done, because I can only do one action. Do an action. I guess that's it for my turn. I'm gonna
do
go
your
quickly
wisdom save.
message. Oh wait, right, wisdom save. After this. I'm gonna message Messi saying, telling him what happened. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear.
Oh yeah, no, he will.
Yeah,
I'm going to message him because he would like to hear it. Wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
Oh great, my best stat too. That's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, it's a wisdom save.
save.
So yeah, I got a +5 to that too.
Yep.
13.
Yep.
Hey,
you're
I'm
both
not slow
free.
anymore.
You pretty much realize that even though you've kind of been attacked with slow, you've been pretty nimble enough as is. I mean, how does someone point blank still not touch you? You were able to dodge 2 daggers. You were able to swim around and still smack this one guy with your frying pan. I have to take him out.
The power of Fat Gnome was within me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I guess that does it for my turn.
You are no longer slowed. It is the priest's turn.
Oh God.
All right, that priest is going to hear all the commotion going on over there. He's going to take a few steps over there. He's going to take a look at you, Dynn.
You know, you'd think he'd be more wanting to attack Pride because Pride insulted him.
Dynn is closer. He just killed someone.
Yeah.
Blah. Yeah.
Pride burned someone to death and used shatter on someone. Does that not count?
I feel like going after Dynn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, though. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Ghost. I appreciate, bro.
Feel the love.
Do you love me? Do you love?
All right. Range 60 feet. Let's see. How big is? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no.
What did he do?
Something
Let's-
bad.
Especially if it involves me.
Yep.
Even though his companion is right there, this dude don't give no fucks.
Because he
Oh
doesn't.
god.
It just occurred to me.
Okay.
I never did my wisdom save to see if I.
Oh,
Roll.
yeah, okay. Feel free to roll that. I forgot to remind.
Yeah. I don't.
Ah,
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
a turtle.
Norfinas and Dynn, I need you to make constitution saves.
Oh no.
We're gonna get double slowed, aren't we?
That's
well,
impossible.
single slow for me. Wait, that
Okay,
wasn't
you're
me. I was
fine.
Oh, thank God.
You're fine.
No, that.
you
that's
said
a-
Constitution throw or Constitution
Save.
save?
Save.
Save. Okay.
And
You're
23.
super fine. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sexy. I'm amazing.
Please stop. Please stop.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of on a high after killing a dude who tried to use inflict wounds on me.
Anyway.
I'm trying to. Okay, half damage.
Probably Thunderwave. I had to guess.
I need to see if this cultist saves. Yeah, cultist saves too. All three of you guys are going to take half damage of this shatter spell.
Oh.
God, he's trying
Oh.
to pride us.
Pride, you
3d8,
gave him ideas.
God
half
damn it.
of 3d8.
Oh my God, I'm probably gonna be killed.
Well, no, the most they can get is 24, so there's still a good chance. It'd be half of 20 would kill you. You only have
I'm
10,
at
right?
10.
Yes, only half of 20. They'd have to get a 20 or higher to kill you.
Stop talking. You're gonna jinx it.
shush. All right, so
That's 8 damage. Everyone takes 8 damage.
Okay, so we're good then.
I'm at 2.
Even the cultist. Blue. Oh yeah, blue's fucking fine.
All right, so
Blue
I
didn't
think
really
I'm
get
gonna have to
attack
bust
much.
out my best spell that I've been saving.
That's that. He moved
Fuck
up
up.
to make sure you guys were in range and see you. That was a spell. Let me just double check. He doesn't have a bonus action.
No, he has no bonus actions. I'm doing.
I don't
the
think he
force hand-
does. I think.
I'm doing the force hand gesture to convince you that he has.
Jedi
no
mind
bonus
trick.
action. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta take out 8 health real quick. I'm at 18. Jesus, that is a little worrying though.
I'm at 2.
Yeah, I was gonna
Range of
say,
this 90 feet. Okay, I'm good.
Cool story, bro.
How long does the vicious mockery last for? Next physical attack or just next turn?
Like his next attack.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
let me read
that's,
it.
that's like I'd assume that's just like his next attack that actually requires a roll to hit.
Next advantage on. It has a disadvantage on the next attack roll for the end of its next turn.
He didn't attack on his next turn. He used a magic a spell. So vicious
Mhm.
mockery ended then, didn't it?
Yep, he no longer has disadvantage.
Cool. That is his turn. Norfinas, it's your turn. You've got like 2 HP left and are looking very, very beat up. You've got Blue, who's right up there with no cover. You've got a good shot on the cultist, or the priest, I mean to say. I believe it's just those 2 anyways.
Question. Okay, so if I were to move away from that spirit weapon, is that going to get a roll of opportunity on me?
No, I don't think so.
I
I think it's only a reaction on the physical person.
Okay. And that red spirit weapon, is that gone?
I don't know what the red thing was. As far as I was aware, it was just the blue one.
I think it was the... Okay.
I think it was red guys.
Red guys? No, blue. Blue's one with the spiritual weapon. I made a note of SW for spiritual weapon.
Okay, I don't know what that.
Okay.
Oh, I remember what it was. Red had a shield. That might have been what red was all about.
Right. I'm going to move over here 15 feet, and I'm going to chug a health potion.
Cool. Go ahead. Do it.
What do I need to roll?
Oh, 1d4 plus 2, I think is what health potion is. A standard health potion, right?
Yeah, it's a standard.
Healing potion. I think it's 1d4.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4? Thank you.
2d4 plus 2.
Nice.
Okay, and so I get 8 health back. So I'm back at 10.
And roll your wisdom save to see if you can break free from the cultist slow.
Please.
Yep, absolutely. You're
Oh,
free.
thank God.
Yay! And now it's my turn.
Oh, Groc.
All right, take another shot with my longbow.
You hit blue. He's got a little bit of cover, but it doesn't matter to a sharpshooter such as yourself.
Well, I was gonna go for cultist again.
Cultist? Okay, you gotta swim
Or-
up some more.
Yeah, I was gonna do my swim up and then. Because I'm trying to get rid of the spell as best I can.
Your back is gonna be pretty much, ooh, nice. Flush to the ceiling at this point. That's on page. Oh, it meets it! It beats it! You hit him
Yay!
for
Oh,
5. Whoa.
he's got to roll his concentration.
Oh, right, I gotta beat a 3.
Well, I think it was rounded down.
Whatever, I rolled 6.
All
Not
right.
even with
now my
modifiers
wisdom-
I haven't put on.
Doesn't matter anyway because all of us made the wisdom save.
And
Well,
you made your wisdom
Yeah, we all
save.
just beat it now.
Yeah.
Godzilla never beat it last turn, so now he did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I got a 5 on my wisdom. So.
You've all broken free from the slow.
All right.
Bruno, it's your turn.
Okay.
The blue guy is if you got a ranged attack, you can see his head poking out above that one rock in the top north there. The cultist, the priest, he's completely hidden behind that one rock. You can't see him.
Right.
But you know some shit's coming from behind that rock. You've seen magical colored wavelengths of magic. I don't know. Shoot out from behind the rock. So you know
Magical colored wavelengths of magic.
I'm going to
When you
move
kill
here.
people, they die.
Cool.
And I'm going to pat Norfinas in the back and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh,
Yay.
I'm going to say, hang in there, buddy. And
Throws up blood.
so that's
Oh, what does my mouth taste like? Copper.
I think that's all the diseases the rat just came out of.
that's 9.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got torn up by rats.
Oh yeah, you got the hantavirus.
Has
No, I think the health potion would have removed it, but yeah.
No, that's a lesser restoration.
Oh.
That's a whole different spell.
Yeah, that is a different thing.
Well, now it looks like I have the least amount of health since you just got 9 back.
I got 19.
I have 18.
Oh.
You're back to where you were when the fight started.
Yeah.
Red, I think, is at 17 right now.
Thanks, Bruno. Hey,
Well,
Bruno, when did you get
11. Right
I
to
guess that
11.
makes sense. Pride was never really good with health to begin with.
Red's actually at 11.
Okay.
Ooh, okay,
Any
yeah.
actions you can do?
Yes.
You got that smiting strike that acts as a bonus action, right?
Yes, I have Thunderous Smite and Wrathful Smite. So which one?
Thunder! Thunder! Thunder!
Thunder, thunder, thunder smite, ho!
Okay, so I'm going to use Thunderous Smite, I guess. Yes, I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite, and my weapon just fills with like thunder and thingies.
Cool. On your next attack, try to remember you can now do a bonus thunder smite.
Yes.
Romana, it is your go. You can see Blue kind of poking his head up above the rock. The priest, he's pretty well hidden. He has not been floating up too high. He's been keeping pretty low to the ground.
Would I reasonably be able to know anybody's even where the priest is at?
If you wanted to move a bit. You know there's something back there, but you don't know exactly where it is. And if you were to blindly shoot behind the rock with like some sort of...
Oh, well, I'm not going to
arcing
blindly shoot anywhere, but if I have reason to suspect there could be something behind that rock, I will move to see what it is.
strike- Oh, you
But
would
not-
notice something. You
Mhm.
notice something behind the rock. You would, as I said, seen like magical beams
Okay.
getting fired from back there.
Then bloop, bloop, bloop.
You got about half sight on him.
I just need partial.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to make it not snap to center. I know it's not for that. Snap to corner. There we go.
Where would I need to go for it to give me partial?
You've got 3/4 sight on him. You can see
Good.
the shoulder right here.
Then I can hit him with my pew pews.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew. Let's see if this works. Ah, okay. I was trying to make a token out of it so that I didn't have to like open up my character sheet every time I wanted to do this.
Well, you can always use the pen, the paintbrush tool and just draw.
Did it?
Huh.
Oh, it did. Okay.
There we go.
Wait, why
Yeah.
are her numbers green?
I
thought-
don't know.
I thought that only happens on nat 20s.
Normally.
Huh, I don't know either.
I don't know. I don't know what I did to make that happen, but it rolled correctly, so
Eldritch Blast of a 9, that misses.
okay.
Even the 16 misses.
I should only be doing it. Why am I doing it twice?
I was
One.
teasing.
The 16. The second number accounts for if you're
Dis-
rolling with advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah.
Why am I rolling with advantage on a spell?
No,
Yeah,
that
it's
just
just
usually
default.
happens.
It's just there for if you had it,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
it's
you don't
easy.
have to roll twice.
Yeah.
All right, so that was your movement and your action. Do you have a bonus action? Do you want to get like Leviathan to swim up and be a second set of eyes?
What do I want Leviathan to do?
I have said it that any pets or animal companions to control them is a bonus action.
Okay, by Raw, I could just like have him attack for me if I want to as well. I
Yeah.
can't now. I've already done my attack.
Okay.
Just for the future.
But you can
And
move him if you want.
I don't have anything to move. There's no token for him.
Just draw a little blip if you want.
Well, I'm gonna use my R.
Okay,
That works.
use your R. Your R works fine.
I'm curious about what's going on over here, so I'm gonna have Leviathan just kind of
Oh, you can
be
see blue.
invisible.
You can see the blue guy. His head's poking up above the rock. He had to float up to make some strikes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Leviathan do. He's remaining invisible. He's not gonna incur anybody to attack him. I'm just gonna have him like check the rest of the room, make sure there's not like any other dudes like hiding out where I can't see them. I just want to know where they are.
Sure, if you want to roll a perception check, I will let you use your stats, unless you want to use his. Yours are better, I know.
Yes, mine is better, but could I legally use mine after I've had a movement? No. Alright,
Sure.
I guess it's a bonus. I guess this counts as a bonus. It should be fine.
This battlefield is a mess of colors.
A lot of green.
Well,
yeah,
hey,
like
it's like
small
what they
traces
say.
of red and blue and black mixed in.
It's like what they say. Paint with all the colors of the wind.
Is this an insight or
Perception.
Okay.
Or you can just. There's no one else in the room. It's just the last two guys
Okay.
standing plus yourselves.
just making sure? I don't know what's in this room. I just walked in here.
See, now there's that green text on your other perception, the 21. That was a natural 20.
Yeah.
Also, as a heads up, everyone else has this setting turned on in the settings to enable 3D dice, where it makes dice roll on the screen.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
usually have that disabled on my end, but
Oh, okay. In case
it
you
is
didn't.
neat.
Yeah.
I have that enabled purely because I have better rolls when I have it enabled.
It's all psychosomatic at that point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Placebo.
Not even that.
pill.
It is statistically more accurate.
It's just fun to watch it be on a 2 and then like tip over and land on a 20.
Mhm.
Yep. Or the other way around, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Alright,
so
so
that
that's
was
Blue's
your-
turn then.
and that was your full turn. It's going to be Blue's turn. Blue, I think he's gonna go after you, Dynn, because you're right in front of him. Because with anyone else, besides, if you were to move, I think you could. No, you don't get attack of opportunity, but you're the closest one.
I mean, we have our reactions now, so.
And he's gonna do his multi. No, is he gonna do multi attack?
No, he is not going to multi-attack.
Okay, thanks. He's gonna do inflict wounds.
He does not.
Fuck you!
He rolled
So
a
it has to be the-
13.
He didn't beat it then. He missed again.
He
I
rolled a
have-
13. He touched your frying pan.
The frying pan
You can't
explodes.
wound my You can't wound my frying pan, especially this new one. It's heated.
Yeah,
He
it's
burns his
inorganic.
hand. I'm for the fun of it. I'm gonna say he takes 3 points of fire damage because he touched your pan.
Hell yeah! If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the heat.
Yeah.
So does
If-
he
if-
have
if you
bonus
can't-
actions or no?
If you can't handle the heat, then why are you touching hot things?
This is just getting out of hand. He
Well, yeah,
has
he
no
just burnt
bonus
his.
actions. If he did, he already used a spell. Oh shit! Thanks. Right. He has a spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapon's gonna come floating down to where it was before. I don't know why that.
God, I hate my honesty.
I wrote weapon on it.
Yeah.
Just grab the blue thing.
D20.
Now it's a weapon.
Ah! It's following me!
He is gone, so it's a weapon.
That is a 15 on you, Norfinas.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it because I need the spell for something. I need my last spell
Alright.
slot.
You take max damage once again, 9.
Jesus Christ.
This has been the shittest day for Norfinas so far.
That is movement. It's not movement. I'm actually going to say that he's going to take movement, and he is. Let's see. Are you right there?
Oh no, the spiritual weapon's imprinted onto Norfinas. It thinks it's his mother.
Dynn, I'm going to let you take an attack of opportunity on the cultist. I'm going to say he went in to try and touch you, but he missed. But when he missed, he's going to try and just swoop around over to here. But go ahead and make that attack of opportunity as he tries to swim past you.
Sweet. Again, what is up with people and trying to dimble Dynn?
It's a dangerous, effective move, especially for an evil cultist.
I don't know. I guess you could say
14.
they're called the Dimbler.
14 hits.
Get dimbled, bitch! And damage is 10.
Nice. That hurt a lot. You smacked him right upside his armored head, and it's just kind of ringing. You think you might even dented your pan with the strike that you put
Nah,
on
this is
it,
the new pan. It's not going to be dented that easy. I just got it.
Oh, fine. You at least wore off some of the Teflon coating then.
Fine. I can get that fixed.
Yeah, mending.
Yeah.
Unless
Whoa.
Teflon's magic in this. Go, Pride. Everyone's a lot further away than you now.
Whoa, I'm moving here. And guess what?
Activated my trap card. No, I'm kidding. There's no trap.
Yeah, while Pride's just walking, he's got his guitar in his left hand and he's using his tail to play it. Oh, well, there's a frosty magic in his right hand. I'm casting Snylock's Snowball Swarm.
Oh yeah, you remembered.
Did you
I've
absorb
been-
that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, and I'm casting it on the magic user.
Magic Man. Dex save. Magic Man's dexterity. Ooh, is non-existent.
Good.
He
Which means he-
failed with a 12. Woo! Takes full 14. Each creature in a 5-foot radius sphere. Hold on a second.
Nah, that doesn't hit blue.
It
Oh,
doesn't
that's
hit
too
blue.
bad. Yeah, sure it would.
Actually, if I put it between them, yeah, it would.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to do.
Mhm.
All right, you hit them both. I'm gonna roll a d20 again on the cultist who actually has dexterity.
What did you get that from again?
He got it from the Lich.
From the Lich. Good old Papa Lich.
It was
The
the thing
cultist
that
also failed.
Yay.
3d6. Roll 3d6.
for the blue cultist.
Okay.
No, for both. Oh, right. No.
It would just be
half.
14.
Yeah, it would be just 14.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, there it is. My bad, derp. Blue. Oh, blue freezes into a block of solid ice.
So he's dead.
Drops to the ground mid-swim and shatters. Blue is no more.
Wouldn't he like float up to the ceiling if he's ice?
It depends on
Yeah,
how
but
heavy
he's
it
got
is.
armor. I don't know.
He shatters upon the ceiling.
Yeah, he shatters upon the ceiling.
Like,
Happy
like,
now?
It's like, I don't know. I was just thinking of ice cubes floating in a drink kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
And as Groc thinks of this, a frozen arm floats in front of his face.
I eat it because I have a snapping turtle.
Okay, the priest, also having taken the full damage, is non-2 plus. Dan, it's your turn.
Hold on, I still have my bonus action.
Oh, you do? I forgot. I was kind of hoping you forgot too.
No. Honestly, it's such a shame when an experienced spellcaster is outmatched by a mere bard. I love vicious mockery.
Oh, DC Wisdom 14. What the fuck? Why he has no wisdom? Oh, it's charisma. That's why.
What's mine?
3.
Silent image.
So that's that full damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Takes all of 4. Ooh, he is bleeding from his eyes, nose, and ears, but he's not dead.
Ooh. I want to use free action, but I can't at the moment.
One second. Go for it, Dynn. It's your turn. Unless Pride still has more things to do.
Nope, I used up all my shit.
Okay.
Don't
Do it, Dynn. Go for your turn.
No, don't kill him.
Are you muted, Dynn? I can't hear you.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
Ah, I knew it.
I always
At
forget.
this point,
It's annoying because like
Yeah.
you continue.
Turn.
I don't want to interrupt people by accident, so I'm just like I usually just like turn off the switch on my mic, and I keep forgetting when I turn it off because it's like it's so it's like so well
Yeah.
camouflaged.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
don't
let's
need
just
to
do this.
explain every time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna step right up to the dead priest,
He's
and
not
I'm just
dead.
gonna
Don't kill him.
I'm gonna do for blunt whatever the non-killing
Subdue.
damage was.
Non-lethal damage.
Submission.
Subdual.
I'm gonna subdual damage him with the frying pan.
If you get a natural 20, it's not going to work. I'm just
Yeah,
telling
that
you
is true.
Yeah.
That's me making up a rule.
No, well, you used the same rule when I killed that monkey with a coconut for subdue damage.
I know, I'm reminding you.
I mean, what's the odds of it being a nat 20 though?
What's the odds of me
20?
killing a monkey with a coconut?
Look, just roll, and you will be surprised how close it comes to it.
Yeah.
You know what? Forget it then. I'm just gonna do the chef knives. I'm just.
You can do
No.
whatever you want, but I'm just saying a natural 20 is going to negate the
That
yeah,
is true.
It doesn't matter. Like it literally does not matter. A natural 20 will be a lethal damage if it kills.
Yes.
Think of it
So-
this way. You're playing Pokemon. You want to try and not make the Pokemon faint, but then you've got
I
your
know.
Pokemon trying
I've
to
dealt with
attack and
that.
critical
We
hit.
also don't know how much. We know he's bleeding from the face, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's almost dead. We don't know how close he is to death.
Yeah, I mean, when you have several snowballs hit you in the face, that's gonna happen.
There might have been a rock
Yeah,
or two in
ice.
those snowballs.
Fine
from
then.
Pride.
I think I know what I'm
they
gonna
had
do
ice.
then.
Yeah,
I think I know what I'll do then. I'm going to.
kick him in the shin.
Can I do an Can I intimidate him?
He's got really high charisma, but go for it.
What?
God damn it! You're making everything hard to choose.
Just hit him
want?
for
Just
subdue
attack.
damage.
Fuck it. Subdue. I'm just gonna subdue damage with the chef's pan. Damn it! There. 19.
So
Oh
fucking
my
close.
god. Oh my god.
Actually,
No.
that's a 14 because you have a plus
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, you were fine. That's,
But oh my god, though. Just like the fact that it says 19.
I think no matter what you do, you're going to take him out, but roll damage anyways.
6.
Yeah, he had 3.
So we did
I
subdue
know,
him.
it's a subdue, so you're just going to smack him upside the head just to get him to drop to the ground, and that ends combat.
Thank God.
Now who's too slow?
You just see Pride raise his hands and like, yes, I didn't die for once.
Okay.
like, I Groc is still like right up at the ceiling. I don't know about you guys, but I have had it up to here, and like it's touching the ceiling with his hand. Like, fucking cultists.
Hey, Groc was funny for once. Yay. No offense, but like you're the serious character.
I'm the straight man. That's
So I'm okay with. I'm actually just happy with this. And
You
like Dynn's just looking at Groc and just like thumbs up.
humor is
Also-
a coping mechanism.
Also, Pride's just gonna touch his face and cast healing word on himself.
Bruno,
I don't
can
have
I
any
get
more cake, so if anybody can heal me, then heal me, please.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're gonna go to sleep soon.
I can provide you with a
This-
healing
this is
elixir if
nice.
that helps.
You're good. Don't waste it. We're like it's late. We're probably gonna
No,
sleep soon.
I make them magically. They
Oh.
don't come from anything. They just
Oh,
they
okay.
exist when I want them to.
Pride, you were supposed to roll with -3 on everything.
Yes, I was. I forgot about that.
Well, those were dex. Well, those were
No, because he
saves.
died. Everything was -3.
I forgot.
But those
I
were
forgot
saves
too.
that the other people had to roll. wasn't it?
Everything. He had to roll everything with -3.
A lot
Well,
of his attack
actually,
rolls he didn't
consider-
do with
actually, I
-3.
used spells this whole
Yeah.
time.
But,
Yeah,
like,
So it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, magic
yeah,
didn't.
they were rolling saves, is what I'm saying. So that
I know. Yeah, I guess. Had he made anything, had to roll a 22 hit.
Yeah, he never rolled anything that had to roll to hit. Is what I'm.
No, yeah, he's only made spells. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So it. Yeah. Damage
Alright.
might have needed to be reduced, but
I got
Yeah.
the final hit, so I'm fine.
Actually, damage doesn't apply to that.
oh, never mind.
I don't think it does either.
Yeah.
So he was good. Yeah.
So Detective De La Rose will swish her hands in the water and magically conjure 2 potions. You can just hand them out to whoever wants them.
Yo, me.
I'll take one. I'll take one too.
And you can roll 2d4 plus 2 to heal yourselves.
All right. Well, I'm gonna loot these fuckers.
So I got 6 back.
I got 7. Me and Norf have the same health.
I heard you're
Oh.
looting. I'm looking stuff up.
Well, fuck it, bugger. Never mind.
No, you don't find anything.
No,
I'll
You find a
I'll
bunch
roll
of
2.
daggers. If you
Ooh.
want, it's easy to find a bunch of daggers.
I'll take those if no one wants them.
Right.
I'll roll
just hands
2.
them off to
I
North.
rolled a 17.
North, I'll say you find about 5 daggers.
Okay.
6.
I mean, that's it. With everyone's investigations, there's like 5 daggers. Give me a minute. I'm
I'll roll
find the
2.
right
Hang on.
page. The cultist, the priest, he had a glaive with him.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would have done some serious fucking damage.
Mm-hmm.
But he kept his distance the entire time.
I closed that distance.
Okay. So,
Okay. Treasure.
I go over to the priest and tie him up with the rope.
Also, just to actually, we're gonna be interrogating him here. So I'm gonna pull out another fuzzy thing from my gray bag of tricks.
I'm gonna say while you with all your investigations, on the priest.
Whoa, look at that! He's back.
Another child. It's the same
on the
from
priest-
earlier.
On the priest, you find 4 iron bars with the Mirabar trade symbol on them. Brunheld, you know that dwarf, she was of the Mirabar trade noblewoman, and that with 4 iron bars with these symbols on them, you think this guy might have had something to do with those missing delegates.
Okay, so it's not glitched. I can tell you that.
Just bring back the elk.
Just coincidence.
Yeah, I just love the elk. Just the fact that every time we were intimidating, you get what's arguably the least intimidating feature.
Now the
Actually,
weasel will
it's
be
a
less
giant
intimidating.
Fucking elk.
Like
The
elks
weasel-
are more like
Are you?
elks are more like regal as opposed to like the ferocity of a panther or a badger.
Have you ever encountered a elk in mating season?
No,
Scary
No.
as fuck.
Anyway,
that's stupid. It didn't go near animals in the wild.
Hello. Excuse
Hi.
me.
Oh, sorry about that. Hi.
Yes. Do you intend to interrogate him?
yes,
Yes.
For?
a lot of
Information.
reasons.
Ramona, you would probably
Primarily
see,
about the information for that dagger in the other room.
Ramona, you
Oh,
would probably
I'm
see
interested in that dagger as well.
guys. Am I making any noise again?
Yes, you are.
Mhm.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, good, because that happened that one time.
Yeah.
Okay, Ramona, you would see, as I just mentioned, 4 of those iron bars, and the mayor would have absolutely informed you that he had tasked Norfinas to go and find what happened to these missing delegates, and that's why he went missing. Him and the group was contracted by the mayor to find out what happened to the missing delegates that were supposed to have traveled through town.
Actually,
And this guy,
that's no.
What about the caravans?
Yes.
yeah, that's them.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
I thought it was just
That's them.
caravans.
Yeah, I think you literally just told us they were caravans.
Caravans of delegates. So, like that dwarf lady, she was of those caravans, and she is of the Mirabar Trade Federation from Waterdeep. And so these 4 bars, apparently the book says anybody in the region would know what these are. I guess they're that distinct. So sure, you recognize that this is the symbol of Bernthals, Bernhildas. I don't remember her fucking. It's part of her delegation, and so Ramona, you would know what these are because apparently everyone knows what these are. As I
Okay.
just said, the mayor had tasked Norfinas and his group to find out, and now this guy has 4 bars as a strong lead as to what happened. Now they did rescue one of the members. She has been in town, but I guess you didn't talk to the mayor at like 8 in the afternoon or something, because these guys have already come back, and one of the delegates has already been talking to the mayor.
No one tells me anything.
You didn't ask, but he's not there.
Yo, I'm back here.
Yeah.
So, what did I miss? Sorry.
Ghost was just kind of explaining the situation to
Mm.
her.
Ah.
And so the situation is, did you hear me explain about the bars?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Tim.
No, Ren, did you hear me explain about the 4 iron bars you guys found?
A little, yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I just wanted to put that out. I'll let you guys go back to whatever it is you had plans on doing. I was just basically putting Ramona on the same page that she would be aware of what's going on.
Okay.
Do you need someone to question him? I'm quite good at that,
Oh,
actually.
trust me, I'm good at that too.
Same
We
here.
should do it together. Who wants to be the nice one?
It depends. No, actually, fuck it. I'm gonna be the bad one because he killed a personal friend of mine.
All right. I'm
why
gonna
are you
roll
not asking the
persuasion.
question?
He can roll intimidate.
I was gonna say, why are you not asking who the hell this Ramona person is? You don't know.
Oh,
who she is.
yeah.
She's not
Actually-
in the village.
I mean, she knows you guys. You're pulling forward on her investigation. She's gonna roll with whatever's
Darcy,
happening.
Actually,
Are
should
you
I?
being friends
It was
with
just-
complete strangers?
Oh god, it was just
Should-
like a moment of oh, hey, thank you, Random Stranger, for all your help. Yeah, we're here to do this thing, and you want to help us out? Wait a minute.
She was gonna see how far this would go before someone like tried to figure out who she was. We were just gonna roll with
Real
it.
quick.
Because I had to step in and say that this is a small town that everyone knows everyone in this village,
Mhm.
but they don't know you.
Oh,
Question. Who the hell are you?
good question.
I'm Detective De La Rose. I work for the mayor. I'm
Actually-
looking for you. I've found you, but now there's another mystery. I'm gonna look into that too.
Wait, Ghost. Due to North's background, would you have heard of Del Rose?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
More than
depending on
likely.
how famous she is. I mean, you're like Sherlock Holmes, I guess. Roll me for fluff. Roll me a history or an intelligence, whichever one might pertain more to remembering.
Can we all do that since we might have heard of her too?
He knows who she is.
All right, that works.
Oh
With
yeah,
his
you.
Interesting.
She's legit.
background.
Yeah.
She's not Sherlock Holmes level. But you know who she is. She's
Watson
cracked
level.
some cases. You also know that she was really super effective at being a detective. And then she went on this one case and came back weird, and now people don't want to work with her anymore. But no one explains or understands why.
Mm. Don't worry, she's legit. I've been following details about her for a while.
Oh, I'm flattered.
I have to be professional in my line of work. Which, remind me, once we get back to my house, I'm telling you everything. I'm tired of this bullshit. Anyway. Yeah, so, I'm assuming you came through that little passageway?
I did.
Right. Here's the reason I'm pissed off with this asshole. You saw 2 bodies in there, yeah? Plus some dead rats?
Mm-hmm.
Originally, there was 3 bodies. One of them was actually a civilian, who was actually a contact of mine. She was possibly murdered. At this current point in time, she's been murdered by the cult, by this earth cult, because she had the same symbol on her head, but she was only killed recently. The rats sort of ruin any chance of when she was murdered, but at the very least I could determine that she was killed by poison. And currently she's in my little handy haversack because I need her as evidence.
I see. Well, they're very good for preservation, so intelligent move on your part.
Thank you. So, and I'm also... Sorry, I'm just tired, but we need him alive. We need to know what his deal is, and we also need him for evidence for something else as well. So, okay. Shall we get started?
All right, then.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put my hand in front of the guy's face, and I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation, and just make the smell of the tannery.
Or you could just, make smelling salt, but sure.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't it be easier to just wouldn't it just be easier to use my shark to intimidate them?
Aw.
Brecky can't get in.
We
I
could take him
nat
outside
one my
and put it
persuasion
outside the
check,
door.
so
The
y'all
elk
better
can't
be
get out.
scary.
The elk can't get out.
Oh. Yeah, we're not making a good first impression.
Can I
Hold
try?
on.
I've been nearly murdered. I'm tired.
Turns out I'm a little too creepy to be persuasive.
I'll do persuasive. Let me do persuasive this time. Then.
Okay.
Count? 16 matter?
I have Dynn by the collar and just like, nope, we're meditating.
I'm persuading Groc then.
No,
I rolled a 22. Try and beat that.
no.
All right, I'm listening. I'm just trying to find the right page.
We're
Well,
We're-
then.
letting the investigators do their work.
But they sucked at it.
He
You
doesn't
don't know we
that.
sucked at it yet. We gotta roleplay this out.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just messing.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm gonna go over to Brecky. I'm gonna go over to Brecky and Bubbles.
Brecky's like, yeah, that's a long walk.
You want to walk with me then?
Yeah.
No, you two are staying here until we finish
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Fine.
So when this guy wakes up, he's just got
Picture Loki looking at
Rose.
everyone armed with weapons pointing at him.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, the price just sitting there crouching in a fucking L position. Well, there's just a giant elk standing above him and looking down at the cultist.
Yeah. It's pretty much Loki getting apprehended at the end of Avengers.
Oh, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
That works. As I said, I'm just trying to find the right page, because different people have different things to say in regards to the missing delegation, and I'm just trying to find this guy's page.
Oh, good time for a bio break, I think then.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for a bio break. It gives me a chance to catch up and read this. Because there's like a whole bunch of places you guys still gotta go to, clues.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have this one guy say everything.
Yep. I shall return.
the link to detect thoughts. So you can also read over that to reasonably give me whatever information I would get.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Fran, did you upgrade Bruno with stuff from the pawn shop?
What? No.
On Mechanos.
Oh yeah, because remember when we went to Mechanos, we were allowed to get like new stuff over there. I guess since you never gave an answer, I guess you're just gonna keep all your money then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone else except for Dimple, we got new items and whatnot. So
Oh.
Ghost can probably retcon that.
Sure. Okay, I think. Okay. 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 See, the hard part was that I kind of jumped around in this book a bit, trying to make up my own story.
Hmm.
That when
Alright,
it
I'm
came
back.
time to actually follow
Oh
this
shit! I
book's-
forgot my drink.
that when it came time to following this book's path to tell it a story, I had to really backtrack and look and see, okay, you fought this guy. I had my reasons, but if I tell you my reasons, it might just have a whole different reason for what they want to do.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back. Who are we still missing right now?
Don't have Barry.
Okay, cool.
I didn't go anywhere. I just muted.
And I think we have
So-
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dongo, are you here? Oh, you are?
Nope.
Okay,
Yeah, what's
I
up?
think we're all back then.
Hey, Ghost, can I have advantage on my intimidation because I have the giant elk standing behind me?
I was gonna give you guys advantage anyways, considering.
Cool,
you
that
guys
means that I have a 20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people gathered around one guy that just killed his entire crew, plus a giant elk. He's tied up, so it's not like he's really gonna be biting off his tongue anytime soon.
Also, Dongo, we can hear you breathing.
You're so mean. Okay. Yeah, but let me find the right page again to get this guy's name. Got the reasons.
Fred.
Hmm?
Fred the cultist.
No, it's like Larry.
Oh.
Legitimately.
Hank.
Larry.
Hank or Dale, take your pick.
I'm Hank Hill, and I sell propane.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh.
maybe Boonhauer.
Anything, old man.
God damn it, my universal translator doesn't work on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boomhauer speaks a language not known to the universe.
All right, LaRock. That was the guy's name.
I thought that was the cult leader's name.
Yep. That's him. This is
Holy
pretty-
shit.
Like, we got the Earth Cultist leader here.
No. The Earth Cult leaders. Yeah, fucking right. No.
No, I thought Larocque was the Earth Cultist leader's name. That's what I'm saying.
What? I thought we were talking about this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about this guy. This is the leader of this band. He's not the fucking leader. Jesus Christ. The leader is way, way fucking harder than this little peon. This peon
He was
a challenge
harder
rating.
regardless.
This guy was only a challenge rating 3.
I mean, to be fair, he debuffed us pretty hard.
And
Right in that
almost
field.
killed 2 of us.
Well, originally you guys were only supposed to fight bandits.
Yeah.
Honestly, this was
You were
more
supposed to fight a
entertaining.
priest. This guy is a Black Earth priest, but instead of being cult fanatics like everyone else, you guys were supposed to fight general ass challenge rating 1/8 bandits.
Huh.
Jeez.
But I was like, fuck that. You guys aren't level 1. No, seriously. This map, this whole encounter map was for level 1 characters.
So, you mentioned that like the persuasion and intimidation rolls were with advantage.
Yeah, because there's 6 of you.
Yeah.
You guys severely outnumber this guy.
Oh.
There's a bit that I've been wanting to do. Like, since I decided that I was gonna be a snapping turtle.
Bite off his dick.
No. I was like,
This isn't Total Drama Island.
Dynn, hand me a pineapple.
Oh yeah, like that video showed us last week.
Yeah, because if anyone's got a pineapple, it's gonna be Dynn.
Oh, just because I'm a chef, you think I have a pineapple? Well, you're right. Here you go. I'm sorry. It just was easy.
Yeah, oh no, it's funny.
All right, so yeah, this Black Earth priest, Larocque, he's a challenge 3. Their boss, the cult leader, is not gonna give you spoilers. Double digits.
Oh,
Okay.
So it could be anything between like 10, 11, 22. I'm just saying it's double digits.
yeah. Challenge rating 88.
It doesn't go that high. I think
Yeah.
30 is the max, and that's like when you have max level 20 characters.
Yeah.
Yep, that's like fighting a Tarask.
Yep.
Mm.
Apparently, Tarasks are really weak if you all take to the air and just shoot them from above.
Oh, I did fight a Tarask once, and I died.
Sounds fair, right?
Wow, real easy.
Okay.
Okay, role playing Larocque. Larocque uses the stones in his chamber for cover, but he has no intention of fighting to the death, which is good. I was trying to see if he could survive long enough because I was going to make him grovel, but you knocked him out before that. If this place has been discovered and he can't swiftly or eliminate the intruders, Larocque tries to flee through a secret door. I purposely kept the door hidden underneath that last little part of the map that's been blacked out. Yep.
Oh, that's why.
Ah.
I remember I asked that before. I asked.
I wasn't going to tell you.
No, yeah, like I didn't. Like I thought maybe like you just left there for no reason.
There's
No.
always a reason.
I didn't forget. The last little bit is legitimately nothing. It was just a role playing thing. Trigger collapse. I wasn't gonna.
Oh.
But I'm just gonna. I just didn't want to have that there. It's like I'm gonna go investigate. Nothing.
What's that big ass over? I'm gonna go look at it.
It's nothing. You see nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Larocque, as you're interrogating him,
Wait, is this Larocque or is it not?
this guy is Larocque. The boss is not Larocque. This is just the
Uh,
guy
Right.
who's in charge of these little peons.
Okay.
Larocque is in disgrace. Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna save you guys a bunch of time because I'm terrible at role playing this in a sense. I'm
Yeah,
just
and
gonna-
I did cast Detect Thoughts, so I would be getting all of the shit anyway, and
Cool.
convey it to the party later.
Larocque is in disgrace amongst the Black Earth priesthood after bungling some earlier missions. He is determined to conquer Red Larch without violence, by subverting and exploiting the believers. You would not know about the believers, Ramona.
Okay.
But
I
you
don't
would-
know anything about them now, or I'm like, who the hell are the believers? And
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
something
probably
like that. Probably.
you probably say
Like,
it
you
out
probably-
aloud and yeah.
Before the adventure.
For ease, while he's being interrogated, Ramona just writes things down, and she'll just be writing the stuff down, and then everybody can read it afterward.
Cool beans.
Also, one of the questions Pride would ask would be about the dagger in the other room.
Just a-
Oh, he would say that that was a dagger, an implement used. Let me keep reading this, and I'll see if it
Yeah.
pops up, and then if it doesn't, I'll make up a story.
save all questions at the end.
But yeah.
Okay. Before the adventurers came along, he planned to ensnare the believers with ever darker acts of obedience and evil, then take them over the town. Then take over the town through his new servants, bringers of
What an
woe.
asshole.
Bringers of Woe was the name he called himself and these small
He
groups.
He did.
If the
They
characters
sound like a death metal band.
if the characters didn't already fight the Bringers of Woe, which you did just now, they fight them here instead. The Bringers show up late for the fight, arriving from area T8. There was not really anywhere else, so that was if you found the shortcut from Melico's, not Melico's, Hammer and Saws.
Ah,
Bones. Upon the stone slabs in the room are the bones of human miners who discovered this chamber before Red Larch was founded. None of the skeletons are intact. Each has crushed limbs, chest cavity, or head. The injuries are consistent with mining accidents. The believers revere these skeletons, calling them the Delvers. Delver, to delve deep. And leave the bodies untouched. Secret door. In the southeastern corner is a secret door that requires a successful DC 15 Wisdom Perception check to find. I'm going to say he told you everything. This is pretty much him blubbering like a baby. So,
We didn't have to roll anything. We're just like, hey, we wanted to. I'm gonna tell you.
yeah.
Tells us the story. We didn't ask any questions.
yeah.
Pride pulls out popcorn. He's just sitting there eating popcorn. Really?
He sees me bite a full pineapple in half, and it's just like, oh no.
I absolutely wasted this spell.
No.
Yeah, you're going to get a long rest pretty soon anyway, so I wouldn't worry about
Yeah.
it. DC's 15 perception.
I get my spells back every short rest, actually.
To
Anyway.
find the door, an unmortared stone outlining the door. It swivels on a central point, making a narrow opening on either side. The tunnel leads to a wooden shed in the yard behind Whalver's Wagon Lurch. The discount wagon place.
Yeah.
The Earth Cultists use this passage to enter and exit the tomb, and the believers have disguised it to keep away the curious. Further in, the tunnel is partially blocked with a dusty canvas, broken beams, and loose rocks to make it look like it has collapsed. A medium or small creature can carefully pick away through the debris. If someone uses an action to yank out a shoring timber, the jumble does collapse. So if you were to be reckless while trying to clear it, it would collapse. Then a 10-foot section of the tunnel is buried in a heap, blocking passage. Removing the debris takes a few hours of work. So had you failed, it would take a couple hours to finish clearing away. Moving stones. This area was a large storage cellar and workshop carved out by the dwarves of Bessilmer thousands of years ago. The dwarves left behind an odd array of pillars, threshold stones, lintels, and carved stone doors. Human miners from the ancient kingdom of Falorn discovered the dwarven delving. The miners chose to bury their dead here until the believers of Red Larch discovered it. The chamber was forgotten again. Basically, this was just a junk room, but they had no idea what the hell it was. So it's like,
Oh, magic.
the dwarves enchanted the chamber floor to levitate stone in contact with it, so the floor's magic can be detected with detect magic. Moderate impact on the floor, such as a dropped object weighing at least 1 pound, activates levitation spell. This is not important. Oh, I see. The reason why the stones move is because they're pretty darn heavy, but the floor was enchanted with levitate. But since it's me making this up now, underwater, nothing really touches the floor. But the stones are heavy enough, and so with the levitate, they kind of shift and jostle a bit.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
I don't know why they did that, but either way. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. Larocque was part of the attack on the Mirabar delegation. News of the delegation's disappearance has reached Red Larch, or doesn't reach Red Larch until you meet up with blah, blah, blah. You got that far. He carries 4 Mirabar trade bars. He already told you about that. Okay. Okay, now this is me making shit up. Larocque goes on to tell you that he was just a middleman, that it was his job to capture these delegates and then pass them off to someone else. He had dropped them off at a place called Summit Hall. And once there, he made contact with Lady Ushien. And the entire time, this guy was wearing a mask. That was on his character sheet. I will pull that up quick. Not character sheet, on his icon. Earth Priest. Wrong button.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That he was wearing a mask. He says, take my mask and show it to Lady Ushien, and she won't attack you when you go to Summit Hall. Or Sumber Hall.
Okay. I'll take the mask. There we go.
I'm reading up ahead. Second. For more information, there are more cultists hanging out in the old haunted keep. I don't think that's actually his name. Is it? No, that's... Yeah, that's he's pretty much insisting that he does not know everything. I guess he'll go into details of. You're probably asking, who the hell are you, and what the hell why are you a cultist, and so forth like that. That just makes sense. Okay, make yourself comfortable. There's a bit of reading. Cult of the Black Earth. The Earth Cult worships the implacable strength and unyielding resistance of the elemental earth. Cultists seek the power to destroy the works of civilization with landslides, sinkholes, or mighty earthquakes, thus demonstrating the true power of elemental earth and fertility of resistance. Earth cultists see mines, quarries, and tilled fields as insults imposed upon living rock and soil. They believe the earth thirsts for the blood of those who don't venerate it before all other power and beings. The cult of the Black Earth appeals to those who draw their fortunes from the earth, directly or indirectly. In areas where the influence of elemental evil takes hold, animals and monsters that live or burrow in the ground accept the cultists as allies. Creatures such as ankegs or bullets, normally too stupid and ravenous to be trained, submit to the will of the Black Earth. The monsters allow themselves to be herded or ridden into battle against the enemies of the cults. Sign of the Black Earth. I drew that triangle symbol with the line from the bottom. The symbol of the Earth cult signifies purpose and stability. Cultists sometimes identify themselves with a hand gesture. They make a triangle by touching the thumbs and forefingers of both hands together. Tactics and philosophy. The Black Earth cult is the most defense-minded and patient of the 4 elemental cults. Earth cultists admire stoicism, endurance, and unyielding resolve. They are deliberate and slow to act, careful to consider their plans, and gather their strength before beginning any new enterprise. Once Earth cultists resolve to act, they are inflexible, grinding their way forward through any obstacle or unforeseen development. They are single-minded in the extreme, and most Earth cultists have little use for social niceties. They see common courtesy as a way for the weak to put limits on the behavior of the strong. They scorn empathy or friendship as weakness. In battle, Black Earth cultists are brutal and straightforward. They overpower foes, although if they have the opportunity to undermine defenses or attack from below, they unhesitantly put their skill at tunneling and mastery of burrowing monsters to good use. They are unflinching in the face of death. Surrender is never an option, except for Larocque. Earth cultists live and work underground. They craft weapons from stone and iron and bathe themselves in sand or dirt to feel close to their favored element. Black Earth initiates, the weak-ass little peons, know the secret of creating armor from magically shaped stone, and even their robes include stone pauldrons or masks. Basically, all these cultists you were fighting, they were all wearing magic stone armor. You would think that that would be really heavy, considering you're all underwater and swimming around, but magic. It even says magic armor. Prophet of Earth. This guy goes on to tell you about his boss. A Medusa.
Hey, God, at this point,
named
we're just getting
Marlos
bored.
Unrael. Bruno, you probably know who this is.
Yeah, I do. What?
Ghost?
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 Ghost, you're silent again.
Oh my god, he's reading. Hang on. I'm gonna add him.
He's dead.
Oh
shit.
no, now he has become a ghost. Ooh.
Oh shit, was I not muted? My board comment wasn't to you guys.
No.
Yeah.
I had someone like talking to me on the side, and I was replying to them.
Mhm.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can talk now. You're good now.
Where did I cut out? Because apparently my disconnection kept dropping.
That happens to me a lot.
To Bruno knowing about the leader.
Oh,
Yeah, like
thank
you
God.
just you said like Bruno would know of the Medusa leader, and then that's it.
Oh, good. I did not get very far after that. Okay. A Medusa named Marlos Unrael leads the Black Earth cult. He wields the elemental weapon Iron Fang, a war pick infused with the power of Ogramok, the prince of evil earth. Marlos is vain and cruel, an extreme narcissist who delights in surrounding himself with objects of beauty and luxurious comforts. Beneath his sneering self-assurance lies a bitter being who loathes himself and holds everyone around him in contempt. Marlos began life as a human aristocrat, born a wealthy Cormyrian, I guess that's, I think it's a race. A wealthy Cormyrian family. He squandered his family's wealth on endless self-indulgence, seeking more questionable forms of entertainment through the years. The Unrael estate became known as a place of outrageous masquerades, bizarre banquets, and grotesque orgies. Marlos required his guests to don ugly or monstrous masks, thus ensuring that no one's beauty would outshine his own. As he aged, Marlos turned to magic to preserve his fading beauty. After searching for years, he found a ring that contained a stolen vitality of a lovely fey creature. As long as he wore the ring, his imperfections vanished, and no one could resist his physical charms, until the day transformed Marlos into a Medusa. The horror of his fate drove Marlos mad, and he fled his ancestral home, taking his collection of masks with him. You kind of get the impression that Larocque is wearing one of those masks. After years of wandering and hiding in one ruined estate or another across the western hearthlands, Marlos felt drawn to the desolate, somber hills. By troubling dreams and he was drawn there by troubling dreams and visions. A long stairway beneath a ruined monastery brought him to an ancient cavern with a hideous altar upon which lay a war pick of iron. When the Medusa claimed Iron Fang, his purpose finally became clear to him. He established his lair at in the dungeon nearby and began building the cult of Black Earth. Just reading if this is anything else important. The Black Earth Cultists are highly suspicious of their of the cult of the Howling Hatred. Those are the Wind guys. They believe the Air Cultists are mercurial, unreliable, and generally out of touch with reality. Yeah, starving themselves. The Earth Cultists respect the strength and ferocity of the elemental Flame followers, but also find them maddeningly inconsistent. Black Earth Cultists ally most often with the Crushing Wave, since they admire the patience and pragmatism of the Water Cultists. That's everything. Basically, they're a cult, and they're like, fuck society, let's tear down the walls.
Okay. So, out of you all, this is me talking to the cultists now. So, out of your blubbering all this information out, I think you left out a few things that we still need answers to.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, the dagger that we found in the other room, did you bring it here, or was it you? Did you bring it here, or because we?
Yeah, we that's mine. It's pretty cool, huh? I didn't think I'd need it, so I kind of just left it with that statue of the
dwarf,
petrified dwarf. And I thought it was a great monument to leave as an offering to our great god Ogrimmok.
22 on insight.
Yeah. This is me making something up, and he's telling the truth that he thought it was a great offering, that a petrified dwarf was probably a well-fitting tribute to Ogrimmok. I mean, what else signifies the destruction of mankind than a petrified dwarf crumbling?
Okay, hold on. I've got an idea. I'll be right back by the time we're done with this. Right, you want to grab that dagger?
Is Groc gonna let him?
Well, it's.
I mean, it wasn't left by one of his companions. That was Groc's big thing.
Okay.
Okay. So, question 2: the 3 bodies we found in the other room. Did you kill them?
Yes.
Why?
The lady we killed because we couldn't express to have our secrets exposed, and the others were just mine workers that discovered us much too soon before we were ready to make ourselves known. We were trying our best to take this town with as little bloodshed as possible, but they would have made that a lot more difficult had they gotten out and told others about us. So we figured needs of the many outweighed the needs of the few.
You kind of see Norfinas just angry at him. Okay, we sort of got to wrap this up because Fran needs to go.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
just real
sorry.
quick.
I'm so sorry.
It is
okay.
getting
Don't
late.
worry
I know
about
it's
it.
Yeah,
quarter to
it's
11
like
here.
past midnight over here too, so no
Yeah.
worries.
All right.
And
Just
I'm
the stats
petering
right
out as
there.
well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So I know you want to know what the dagger is, right?
Yeah.
yes, because I have a plan to use it for once we're done with the cultist.
still
Let me
need it
find
for
that
evidence.
page, and I will read about it.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions? Oh wait,
Okay,
actually, I got one.
I'll tell you about the knife.
Yep.
He goes. I'll tell you that the believers were the one that left the money there. They felt because they thought that the dwarf was some sort of all-encompassing sign for the moving stones.
Mm-hmm.
The dagger. You see the word resur engraved on the dagger's pommel. You kind of like,
Huh, it says Dressur on this knife.
it's pretty cool. As you say resur out loud, the blade gives off a faint, cold glow, shedding a dim light in a 10-foot radius. The dagger, to encourage basically, Larrick did this as a sign just to keep the believers in check. The dagger is a +1 dagger. It's +1 to hit and then +1 damage. It doesn't make noise when it hits or cuts something. It is very quiet.
Oh,
It's just a magic +1 knife.
yeah, a silent knife. Okay, so
It's not a knife that casts silent. It's just a quiet knife.
Yep.
It's just that sharp.
So it's a silent knife, not a holy knife.
Exactly. Oh, it's. I get it. It's a magic knife that will at least cast dim light, and it's +1 to attack, and then +1 for damage.
okay. I have information that states that you somehow managed to convince the believers to let you investigate these floating stones.
Well, it's not that hard for us to figure out what rocks are. If anything, these guys were violating the beauty of Earth just by even being here. It wasn't very hard for us to move these stones with a little bit of basic cantrip magic. These guys were like clay in our hands, quite easy to mold and convince. These fools were nothing but little pebbles in a vast desert of foolishness.
Right. So who was your main point of contact within the believers?
Oh shoot, I gotta find that page again. I believe Malikos.
It sounds like Malikos.
I read to you last time the outcome of this because I didn't.
Yeah, you kind of did.
The aftermath of discovery and the tomb of moving stones depends on how the last few encounters played out. The characters didn't pay much attention. Blah 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 blah. Let's just say his main contact was Baragustus, the Barracuda.
Okay.
And then I gave you a list of all the people that Baragustus pretty much said he's just going to run to the mayor and confess everything. And that
Yeah, plus we
all the
have his
names on
note
this-
as well, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Detective, do you have anything you want to interrogate him before we take him off? Barry, did you have any questions for him?
I'm sure I would, but it's 1 a.m. and I got nothing.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay, so we can kill him now.
No, we need him as evidence.
We can't kill him. We need to turn him in. so that the law can do its job appropriately.
Plus, we can also get rid of the believers in one swoop as well.
Alright, fine, but Pride's gonna break the guy's magic catalyst.
I have no
That way
problem
he
with
can't
that.
cast magic. Actually, no, Pride's not gonna destroy it, he's gonna take it.
Okay.
Priest? How? Not how he should.
It's probably a staff.
No.
Actually, he's
he
got a
doesn't use
glaive.
stuff. Yeah, he's got a glaive. I don't think he has a focus. Spellcasting. The priest is the 5th level spellcaster. Spellcasting abilities is charisma. It knows the following sorcerer spells. He's got like special robes. You can have like stone robes if you want. He has AC of 17, glaive, unyielding. The priests of the Black Earth are the drivers and organizers of Ogrimmok's cult. They are the true believers, seeing Ogrimmok as a divine force, and they have developed a twisted dogma to explain how the evil of elemental earth is destined to remake the world and rule over all. The Black Earth priests form a cabal of leaders whose fanaticism and magical power serve as the backbone of the cult. Individuals of unusual power hold higher rank in the cult, but the priests provide the cult leader with his or her authority over the rest of Ogrimmok's followers. He's got nothing really. I'd have to make something up if he had something.
Yeah.
He's got that dagger you got that he left in the other room. He's got a glaive. It's a D10.
I could probably take that.
Hmm.
I see. Yeah, D10. It goes off strength,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and he was right.
Okay, so
Yep.
let's. Okay, I say we take him out. I'll also grab the 2 other bodies and put them in my handy haversack, and we'll also grab the other guy that's behind the southern door as
he's
well.
not already passed out. Yeah. Okay.
And we'll take him with us.
Also, bind this guy, restrain him, blind him, and gag him so he can't cast magic.
Well, I already put rope on him, so
Or you can just tie that silence rune all around him.
go.
Yeah.
Pride ate that a while ago.
Yeah.
Did you actually eat that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Couldn't remember.
Yep.
So I say we just did all that. I also got my 3rd immovable rod back now. So
Oh, hold on. He does have armor. He's got splint armor. I don't know what that is.
Splint mail.
No, splint mail.
Splint mail. Okay, he's got splint mail. He's got stone splint mail. But yeah, okay, cool. You got your magical rod back. You can take the other guy back. You've got more witnesses, and
I say we just wrap it up there because everyone needs to go.
yeah, it's getting late.
Yeah, we basically
sorry.
make sure he can't cast magic, then we go and take him to the jail, we throw him in his cell,
Before
You would
before
just
then-
go
we
home
turn
and
the
sleep.
we turn the guy in, and then everybody just goes to sleep. Bruno, I'll get you a room at the tavern I work at.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
we can say that Romana has a room that she's been renting out for her investigation.
Yeah, Romana would definitely. She's been in town for 2 days. She's got somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
Yep, I just say we meet back up here at the constable's place because we need to deal with the believers now as well. Especially we got
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially because they're idiots.
To backtrack a bit, splint is heavy armor.
Yeah.
No one here can wear heavy armor.
No,
I could too. I'm a fighter as well, so
I
You
think
could
you
probably
need.
sell it for a pretty penny.
Yeah,
I think your strength
Also
is
because it's magically
lower.
crafted.
I say we just. sell
Alright.
it.
It'll
Yeah.
give you by wearing this armor, it'll give you AC of 50 or 17, but you need to have a strength of 15 to wear it.
Yeah.
all right.
Nope, fuck no,
Can't
Brad can't
wear
wear that. Brad's got a 9.
You
That's
can't wear
it.
heavy armor anyways.
Yeah, the only one that could just by proficiencies is Groc, and he can't wear armor. Periods.
Yeah.
Could Bubbles wear it?
I could, but I don't have 15 strength. I have 14.
Oh, so close.
Yeah.
If you want to
Ah.
hold on to it, you could probably get 15 pretty soon.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're finishing off the session.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, Pride actually carrying for once.
All right. Well, tune in next week if we're still having our session to find out what happens to the believers and the Earth Cultists, and also with our new party member.
Woo!
Woohoo.
Whoa!
Anyway.
Rocket Realms.
Yep.
Catch us next time.
See you guys.
Yeah. Just say
Alright.
bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.